Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory is Shelby's favorite locally owned family pizza restaurant, featuring a pizza buffet and salad bar, a fantastic game room, and birthday parties. Jam and Jay's has gluten-free pizza, vegan cheese pizza, and now try the La Nova wings in barbecue, hot and spicy, or oven roasted. And Jam and Jay's is the original home for the Livermus pizza. Want to eat at home and watch the game? Call for carryout at 704-600-6182. Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory, Highway 74 East, behind the Golden Corral in Shelby.
Back at St. Bryson Stadium, just a few minutes away from kickoff for Crest and T.C. Robertson, final segment of the Cleveland Regional Medical Center Stadium pregame show.
And you already see, Andy, there on our video broadcast tonight, the team captains for T.C. Robertson starting to make their way out as we're going to momentarily find out who will get tonight's opening kickoff of this game. And let's head down to the sideline for the first time tonight to Rob Roop. And Rob, let's talk about keys to the game tonight for the Crest Chargers. And Coach Barnes maybe mentioned it. Might see a little bit more of that power game for the Charger offense tonight. We've seen the pass work well. It's going to take a good balance here against a solid TC team tonight. And I think the Robster, we will get to him momentarily down there on the sideline.
Fans, take your high school admission ticket while you're looking for dollars. Enjoy the discount located in the back of it. Also, McDonald's would like to offer you a free small hot coffee or iced coffee.
And so, Andy, we see the Charger team captains coming out. And we're going to find out, as we mentioned, who will get this.
Last Friday night, Tim, Crest lost the coin toss, I believe, for the first time this season, as Drawn had the option.
Yeah, they did. And as we look at tonight's starting lineup, you'll be watching that coin toss to find out who is going to get tonight's opening kickoff. And we will start out, Andy, with on the offensive side of things. Of course, they will be led at quarterback position by Willie Green, the 5'11", 205-pound junior quarterback. In the backfield, it'll be junior Trey Harbison, 5'11", 210. At the tight end position, it'll be Jacob Camp, 6'3", 205. The left tackle, Davey Keener, 6'5", 250-pound senior. Matthew Rill, the left guard, is a 6'4", 250-pound senior. Michael Wilson, the 6'2", 190-pound center. Chris Jones, at right guard, 6'2", 250. Justin Toms, the right tackle. And those receivers, as we mentioned, Quentin Thompson and Tyshawn Odom. Defensively for Crest, they will go with the SMAC Defensive Player of the Year last year, Omar Brooks, 6'1", 220-pound senior. The nose tackle is Jared Brooks, the 6'3", 246-pound senior. Defensive end is Chris Willis, 6'2", 210, the junior. Jaleel Feaster at the linebacker position, along with Justin Foster. Inside linebackers, Malik Hopper for the Chargers and Aaron Ramseur. Javari Foster at the cornerback position, along with Gavante Craig. And then the safeties, Dominique Roseborough, the senior, and the junior Tyreek Ramseur. Of course, Alex Trejo, kicker, punter. Colin Byers, long snapper, punt returns. Preston Husky, and kickoff returns tonight, Dominique Roseborough and Jabari Foster. And Andy, tell us what happened with that coin toss.
The Chargers win the toss tonight, but defer to the second half, so T.C. Robertson will go on offense first tonight.
And momentarily we'll get Rob Roop in, who will be in the huddle having some technical issues with the Robster. We'll get fixed, and we do apologize for that. But, Andy, certainly some keys tonight. I think Coach Barnes maybe mentioned this in his pregame interview. You might see a little more of the power game that we saw a lot of 2013 from Crest.
Yeah, I think we're going to see more of the power running game tonight. Coach Barnes wants to work on that. And T.C. Robertson had problems with that power running game against that loss at Franklin.
Yeah, we'll see the Chargers coming out here momentarily as Rob's going to be coming into the huddle with the Chargers. And, Andy, I think it's also going to be important tonight, as we've talked about with that power running game. You know, TC's going to want to slow this game down, I think, have a lot of long drives. A lot of 3-and-outs will be big, as we've seen from this Crest defense so far this year.
Physically, T.C. Robertson, a bigger team, and we'll see how much of a factor that is going to be in tonight's game.
Yeah, we certainly will. And Rob Roop, I don't know if you can hear us down on the sideline. If you can, Rob, we do apologize. Had some technical issues. There's some battery issues on my end, but are you down there now, Rob?
Yeah, Tim, I got you right now. We're actually going to switch my batteries out here in just a minute, but we're going to try to get ready to go into the huddle here with these Chargers, but I do have you right now, Tim.
Okay, apologize. I know you are getting ready to go right into the huddle with the Chargers. Rob, give me a key tonight for the Chargers.
You know, we talked about it, guys, in the pregame. I've been down here now. I've been field level with these Rams from Roberson. And I tell you what, they are a big football team. So, once again, we talked about the size of this Crest squad, against TC squad, against these Chargers. Let's see how the Chargers perform at the line of scrimmage tonight. And, guys, we see the Chargers coming out. We hear the trumpets in the background. Let's get ready to go inside this huddle with these Chargers.
Let's go! All right, let's go! Yeah, let's go!
And the Chargers take the field at Sid Bryson Stadium.
Okay, thank you, Rob Rube. Crest Chargers making their way onto the field. And Andy, as we talked about, you can hear the fans in the background. You see the Chargers. Good crowd here. We talked about the intensity from that Ashbrook game a couple of weeks ago, and another good crowd here tonight.
Another great crowd in for the Crest Chargers as they get ready for their final non-conference game of the regular season against the Rams of T.C. Robertson.
Chris Deal sends the T.C. Robertson Rams 3-1 on the season out in their road white jerseys, the navy numerals, and Andy, it looks like those gold helmets may be a little shinier than we've seen in years past for this Rams squad.
Yeah, they resemble a lot the Shelby Golden Lions helmets, Tim.
And those navy pants, and head coach Mark Barnes sends the 3-0 Crest Chargers in their home jerseys tonight. Of course, the Charger green, Charger gold numerals, gold pants, gold helmets. It'll be Alex Trejo to kick things off tonight to get this one going as TC, once the band wraps up their opening and gets off the field here momentarily, we're going to be ready to get this one going. Trejo, as we mentioned, has kicked the longest field goal in the history here of the school and then set the record last week for the most extra points, and he will get ready to kick it off as we're ready for our Jam & J's Pizza Factory opening kickoff. And we will send it over to the play-by-play voice of Crest Football on KTCBroadcasting.com. Here's Andy Foster.
Alex Trejo tees it up, and we're ready for the Jam & J's Pizza Factory opening kickoff for this football game. Robertson's got three guys deep to receive the Trejo kick.
Yeah, Barnes talked about how they like to do some unorthodox things on special teams.
Trejo comes forward, and there's a kick. The game's underway, and it's through the end zone for the touchback.
So with TC, Andy, we know they like to use two quarterbacks. Let's see how they start out 1st and 10 to start this game off tonight from their own 20-yard line. Of course, we'll either see Cameron Gillian or we may see Chris Barnwell. And it is Barnwell that will start, the junior, at quarterback for the Rams at their own 20.
The Rams huddled up as we get the first offensive play of the ball game. Barnwell in the gun with two backs, got double wides left and a receiver to the right side. Barnwell takes the snap, going to keep the football, and he is swarmed under.
The ball's on the ground.
Loose. Crest has got it. And
wait a minute, they're saying he was down.
All right, the Chargers ripped it away.
Yeah, I think it's a good call. I think he rolled over before it came loose. Problem there, the snap hit the ground, and that put Barnwell in immediate trouble. And that put the Rams at a 5-yard loss. One thing you don't want to do with the speed of this Crest defensive line is be a step or two slow.
Lost back to the 15. It's 2nd and 15. The Rams at their own 15. TC up to the line of scrimmage. This time trips right side, receiver to the left, one back beside Barnwell in the backfield.
And we got movement.
Movement by TC Robertson before the snap. 5-yard mark off to the 10, and it's second and 20.
Dominic Roseboro, Andy, kind of roaming around. Looked like he may have been coming in for some kind of a blitz there. And now they're in a second and very long situation here on their opening possession.
Barnwell in the gun, one back. Takes the snap, another low snap. Barnwell going to throw it, caught near the 2-yard line and out of bounds at about the 5.
I think he's going to lose yards again. Ramsor, and there again, trying to use that speed, and it's going to be tough to get in the open on this very, very fast Crest defense. And third, very long. If you can get a stop here, TC could be punting from in their own end zone.
3rd and 23 from the 7-yard line. Double wides, left receiver to the right. Barnwell.
And he'll go backwards.
Is brought down in the backfield near the 1.
Well, Rob, it's always good when your opponent starts at their 20 and then they're back to the 2 and the 1 and punting out of their own end zone.
Tell you what, guys, we talked about the size of TC. Let's not forget about the speed of the Chargers, man. They are coming through that line wide open right now.
And this will be Cooper Graham that will be punting for TC.
Standing near the back of the end zone, Husky at the 35 to receive it. There's the kick.
Pretty good kick.
End over end, hits down at the 40 and picked up at the 47 by Husky. Back to the 40, 35, 30, and out of bounds.
This is coming back because everybody saw it, and you probably saw it at home there, that block in the back while the ball was in the air, which was really unnecessary, and it's going to cost the Chargers 10 yards and their first penalty of the game.
Flag is down at about the 36-yard line.
Yeah.
You make that kind of block right out in the middle of the field, you're going to get caught every time, too.
Yeah, especially with the ball in the air. And I think that initially Husky was just going to let that ball roll, but it's going to cost them some yards now after the penalty. But good field position nonetheless at the TC 46. And here comes Willie Green Jr. He went 7 for 7 last Friday night through the air in that win over Drone. Great field position for the Chargers.
Chargers in the gun with 2 backs, a receiver wide left and right. Green looks over to the bench for the play call.
2-back set here.
Green, hands off.
Oh, he keeps it.
He keeps it. 40, 35, 30-yard line. First down, Chargers.
One of the formations that we hadn't seen a lot this year, that was Morris and Harbison in the backfield. He faked it to Morris, and he kept it. And, Andy, we hadn't seen that formation since really last year for the Chargers.
1st and 10, Crest, 30 of TC Robertson. Gun, 2 backs, double wides left, receiver to the right. And movement up front by TC Robertson.
TC a little bit jumpy. Rob, we see another penalty there. And anytime you got a team coming in that's coming off a win, confidence, a score here early would be big for the Chargers, Robster.
Exactly right, Tim. You want to come out. We talked about the lack of time this team's had on the field the last few weeks. Come out here and get off to a fast start. Was kind of worried if they could be sluggish. But right now it's good to see the Crest offense really playing well.
1st and 5 at the 25 of TC Robertson. Shotgun, 2 backs, receiver left and right. Green. Hands off. Nope, fakes it. He throws it down the field, and it is caught in the end zone. A great play fake by Willie Green.
And Tyshawn Odom, Andy, good coverage. He just outfought his defender, and that was a rocket pass. Odom makes the catch at 6-0. Odom is really becoming a solid receiver for this team. Rob, that may have looked easy if you watched it or saw it here in the stadium, but that was a tough pass and catch by Odom for the touchdown.
Oh, what a great job there. We talked about a guy that can throw it, a guy that can catch it, a good connection there. The kick for Trejo is up, and that kick is good. So on the scoreboard update brought to you by Medical Arts Pharmacy, it's now the Chargers 7, the Rams 0. This is Crest Chargers football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Neal & Cole Termite and Pest Control has been voted the best of for 5 straight years. Call us for all your pest control, termite control, moisture control, waterproofing, and mold remediation needs. Call them at their toll-free number, 1-866-990-0004. Neal & Cole Termite and Pest Control. That toll-free number again, 1-866-990-0004.
Green to Odom, 25-yard touchdown pass. Chargers on the board first here tonight, 7-0 Crest. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, 9:02 to play first quarter. Alex Trejo tees it up for a Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff.
Boy, great pass there from Green to Odom, 25-yarder for the first score of the night.
There's a kick, end over end, and it is in the end zone. Another touchback, and it's becoming automatic for Alex Trejo kicking that ball into the end zone so far the last couple of weeks.
No doubt about it, and Crest just needed one Pegram Insurance first down on that first possession before the touchdown pass from Green to Odom, and here comes TC down 7-0 in the first 3 minutes of the game.
First and 10, Rams are on 20.
Barnwell is in at quarterback again here on the second possession.
Gunn with 2 backs, double wide right, a receiver left side. Barnwell takes a low snap, hands it off over the right side, nowhere to go, another loss.
He's going to Cameron Gillian that time. Tried to run on the outside. And Aaron Ramseur right there. Aaron Ramseur, a young man who we called his name, getting better and better for this Charger defense.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Rams at their own 18. They are in the Midas category so far on offense in this ball game. This time, trips left, receiver to the right, Gunn with 1 back. Barnwell takes the snap, back to throw.
Oh, wait, the ball's loose!
Knocked away, it's loose and recovered.
It may be in the end zone.
And is it a Crest touchdown?
Yes, it is. Let's see who got it. What a shot. Barnwell took a shot, Andy, at the 10, and it rolled into the end zone.
Malik Hopper made the recovery in the end zone.
It is 13-0, and Crest is absolutely dominant in the first 3 minutes. What a shot. Rob, that was a hit and a great recovery as we head down to you now. And they may be going for
guys.
two here.
I think right now they're trying to find Alex.
Trejo's not on the field.
That happened so quick.
Trejo not ready. So, Andy, everybody was out there but Alex Trejo. All right, Rob, Trejo now, we're down to you for the extra point.
Thank you very much, Tim. I tell you what, guys, there was some action on the field in that series. Trejo took the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So on the scoreboard update, sponsored by Medical Arts Pharmacy, it's now the Chargers 14, the Rams 0. This is Crest Chargers football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Do you know what Putnam Distributor sells? Auto parts, truck parts, stuff for all sorts of equipment, plus 25 brands of motor oil, hydraulic fluids, filters, batteries, even nuts and bolts, and all at low, low prices. Putnam Distributors is located in downtown Patterson Springs, just 5 minutes from Kmart and the Cleveland Mall. Go south on Highway 226 or Highway 180 and just follow the signs. Putnam's prices are low on everything and for everybody. Call 704-487-9395 or visit them online at PutnamDistributors.com.
Crest on the board again. Malik Hopper recovers a fumble in the end zone. The extra point good from Trejo. 14-0 Crest. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 8:14 to play in the first quarter.
Barnwell on that play was looking for somebody downfield, and he waited a little too long. Took a heck of a hit. It rolled in, and Malik Hopper picks it up. And Crest now with this early 2-touchdown lead.
Alex Trejo tees it up. Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff. Trejo with the boot, end over end. Again, it is through the end zone.
But Crest may have moved a little early, and they're going to bring this one back for an offside penalty.
Flag down at the point of the kickoff.
Rob, this is going to be an interesting possession for TC. Down 2 touchdowns already. You've taken some big hits. Huge possession coming up for the Rams here momentarily.
Guys, their offensive line has got to find a way to shore it up. We're down here watching on the field. Guys, they're barely getting the snap off. The center's having a difficult time because Crest is coming through the line so quick. I tell you, we talk about speed, and right now, guys, there's a lot of it on the field.
What about this defensive line for the Chargers so far tonight? Again, been tremendous.
Collectively, no doubt about it, Tim.
They are something.
The quickest defensive front ever at Crest High School.
They are just all over the place early on.
Trejo tees it up now from the 35. And the kick. It's a low liner. Going to be picked up at the 1 yard line, back to the 10, 15. Outside to the 20. And tripped up across the 25 to the 29.
So the good news for TC this time, a little better field position, starting field position. Down 14-0 on our Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, 8:06 to go. But as Rob mentioned, they've not found a way to block the Crest Chargers on their first couple of offensive possessions tonight.
Spotted at the 27, 1st and 10 there for the TC Robertson Rams. Trailing 14-0 early first quarter to Crest. Barnwell in the gun, one back, double wide split, left and right. Barnwell
they're offsides.
Takes a snap, and the
receiver jumped way early.
The left end receiver way out in front of the snap.
TC looks very anxious, a little out of sync, and a lot of that's due to this Crest defense being all over the place early on. But you don't want to get first, second longs if you're the Ram offense right now.
Back to the 22 goes the football. It's 1st and 15 for TC Robertson. Trips left, receiver right, gun one back. Barnwell calling out the signals, takes the snap.
We got movement again.
Flag down again.
And let's see who moved this time. Looks like players moved at the same time, and this may come back on the Chargers. It will. Omar jumped a little early, so both teams trying to get that early jump, and it cost them both on this possession, so it's back to a 1st and 10.
Football at the 27 after the Charger penalty. This time double wides left, receiver to the right, gun with 2 backs. Barnwell handing off, nowhere to go, another loss.
Omar Brooks. He's one of the best in the state. There's no doubt about that, and it's hard to run on the outside against that young man. He just exploded out of his stance defensively for the Chargers to make the tackle.
Back to the 20. Coleman on the carry. 2nd down and 17. Gunn with
new quarterback in.
A full house backfield. Handoff over the right side, and not much. Coleman
again.
Malik Hopper got him at the 21.
Of course, Malik got our play of the game. Now we've got a flag that came in way after the play. Boy.
Yeah.
But TC on the sideline. Not sure what's going on with this one. Got a sideline warning on unsportsmanlike on Crest, I believe. And that play came 20 seconds after the play.
Well,
so I guess
somebody said something, apparently.
Yeah, and Coach Barnes not going to be happy about that on the Chargers sideline because you're going to give TC a much shorter field to work with here, actually a 1st down after the 15-yard penalty. Not a smart play, and Coach Barnes wanting an explanation exactly what was said.
1st and 10, TC Robertson. Well, actually, it's not a 1st down. They're not going to move the chains that far, Dan.
Yeah, I thought it had a little ways to go. I think it's going to be 2nd and about 2.
Yeah, 2nd and a yard. Is full house backfield in the gun. And another flag down.
And now Crest has got the sideline warning. And the officials, Andy, seem to be more preoccupied. Once again, Mark Barnes will not like this with the Crest sideline. And, boy, that flag came in way after that play on the unsportsmanlike.
Ball's on the ground, picked up, and nowhere to go.
Ball's loose.
Fumbled again. Crest has got it at the 35.
Yep, they get it. And Omar Brooks calls the fumble. He stripped it away. Jared Brooks picked it up. Omar stripped it, and 2 turnovers. But Rob, TC had some good fortune there momentarily because of Crest making a mental mistake on the penalty, but a second quick turnover puts them in a major hole again.
Once again, guys, the Chargers have great field position, and now you just want to take advantage of it.
1st and 10 Crest at the TC 36-yard line. Shotgun with 1 back, double wides right, a receiver left side, a wing to the left side, and the handoff.
There's Harbison
to Trey Harbison, and Trey is only going to get about a yard to the 35.
Good pursuit, and he was brought down. Tanner Allen made the tackle for that TC defense. It'll be 2nd and 9 at the Roberson 35.
6.5 to play. First quarter, 14-0 Chargers. Shotgun, double wides left, receiver to the right, 1 back.
It's Casual Morris back there.
Green to Morris. Morris able to drive for maybe a yard, and that's it. Up the middle. And that's the strength of that TC defense, that big guy up front, the nose guard.
Yeah, and that defensive line, as we mentioned, this was a defensive line that held Ashbrook down offensively last Friday night. And they're doing a good job. They'd love to get a 3-and-out or keep Crest from scoring here with this early lead.
3rd and 8 at the 33.
They jumped off sides again.
TC off sides.
And that's going to make it a 3rd, and that's a 3rd penalty. Encroachment against TC, and so will we see a little power here maybe on this 3rd short from the Chargers?
Ball at the 28. It's 3rd down and a couple.
They're going to call it 3rd and 3 from the 28. Let's see if Crest runs power here. Yeah, they're in the Wildcat here as Willie's gone to the wide receiver position.
Chargers in the Wildcat on 3rd and short. Harbison, the deep back, takes the snap. Trey over the right side, still driving down to the 21-yard line, 1st down.
A very familiar formation in 2013, and good to see the Chargers run a good push on that right side of the line, and another Pegram Insurance Charger 1st down.
1st and 10 Chargers. Near the 21. Chargers back in the gun. Double wides left, receiver to the right, 1 back. Green keeps the football, now going to throw it, and it is.
Did he catch it or incomplete?
Incomplete at the 21.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Hopper was hit right when he caught it.
Good coverage by Marcez Shivers.
Yeah, that was kind of a little, Green hesitated, tried to get it out to Hopper, and good pursuit that time defensively to knock it away.
2nd and 10. Gun 1 back, double wides right, a receiver left. Green takes the football, rolling to his right, still rolling. Gonna throw it, and it's caught inside the 10.
Great catch. Let's see who brought it in. That was Tayshawn Odom, who just got his feet tippy-toed right, got it and stayed in bounds, and he's going to get the Crest another Pegram Insurance, or is it? Yes, it is a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal depending on the spot.
It's inside the 10. It is 1st and goal.
Great catch by Odom there under good coverage.
Yeah, that was a pro pass and reception by the Chargers. Double wides left, receiver right. Green in the gun with 1 back, Trey Harbison. Here's Harbison. No, Green.
He's going to throw it out.
He throws it left side, caught, touchdown.
Traquan Hopper, as he faked it, TC bid on it. And Rob, we've talked about it each week that Crest is very versatile. You would certainly have bid on that run as they've been able to attack, but Willie's able to get that ball out, throw it out. That's 5 touchdowns for Willie in the last 3 quarters, the last 2 weeks as we go down to you.
As you said, Tim, this is far from a one-dimensional football team. And once again, another great drive, and we see the Chargers do it several different ways. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So on the scoreboard update, sponsored by Medical Arts Pharmacy, it's now the Chargers 21, the Rams 0. This is Crest Chargers football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
CSI Mechanical and Stephen Churka are dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. CSI Mechanical offers residential heating, cooling installation, replacement extended service agreements, and free in-home estimates. CSI also features commercial refrigeration sales, service, installation, and repairs. CSI can also repair your ice machine flaker and cold tables. Family owned and operated, offering 24-hour service. You can count on CSI Mechanical to provide you with a system and solution to fit your needs. CSI Mechanical, a proud supporter of the Crest Chargers football postgame show in 2012. Call 704-600-6267 or visit them on the web at csimechanical.com.
4:18 to play, first quarter, 21-0. Crest leads TC Robertson on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Another Willie Green touchdown pass. And Alex Trejo, Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. It is in the end zone. Touchback.
Willie Green has gone through the air tonight for touchdown passes, 25 yards to Tyshawn Odom, and then a 9-yard there to Traquan Hopper. And Crest in total control here in the first 8.5 minutes of this ball game as TC will start 1st and 10 from their own 20. It looks like Barnwell may be back in at quarterback. It has not been good so far offensively for the Rams.
Shotgun one back, trips right, a receiver left side. Barnwell got a man in motion, takes a snap, keeps the football, drives across the 20 to the 22. Finally, a couple of positive yards for the Rams.
Yeah, Barneswell's first keeper of the night. Chris Willis made the tackle for Crest. And it is 2nd down and 8 at the 22 for TC, who has 1 first down in the game, and that was off of a Crest penalty.
Double wides left and right, gun one back.
And Barnwell's not in any. They've switched quarterbacks.
Ball on the turf.
That is Darian Payne, and we may have had movement again. Darian Payne was in on that snap, and we've got another. That's the 4th penalty on TC.
Procedure, the call this time.
So we're seeing Payne and Barnwell rotate, and that time, though, it didn't work because they're going to back them up 5 yards.
2nd and 13 at the 17 for the Robertson Rams. Down 21-0, 3:40 to play first quarter. Gun, 2 backs, double wides left, receiver right.
High snap.
Ball
It's
on the ground. A big pile up near the goal line.
And Crest, I believe, has got it again. They do.
Crest takes over again at the 5-yard line.
And this is turning into a nightmare first quarter for TC Robertson. 3 turnovers. Every Crest possession has been in their territory, and Crest is on the verge of making this a 4-touchdown lead. And a score here, Andy, may put TC in a hole that they may never recover from this evening.
1st and goal, Chargers at the 6.
They're saying at the 8 now.
8-yard line. Double wides right, a receiver left. Gun, one back. Green.
There's Harbison.
To Harbison, right up the middle, dives near the 5.
He took a good shot, but able to stretch out, maybe get a 2 or 3 out of that. It'll be 2nd and goal. Great to have you along tonight on KTCBroadcasting.com. Tim Foster, Amy Foster, Fred Farley on camera for us tonight. Big thanks to Fred and, of course, Rob Roop and Andy Foster here this evening.
2nd and goal at the 5. Again, Harbison over the left side, pushed back by a host of white shirts inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, good defense. That huge defensive line. Gustafson made the tackle, and it'll be 3rd and goal. I think he just got back to the 5.
Might be time for a little play action again, Tim.
It certainly has worked. Willie Green already 2 touchdown passes in this game.
Green with double wides, left and right. Gun with one back. Green with an audible.
Down to 8 on the play clock.
Green takes a snap, rolling to his right, going to throw it.
It's a screen.
Caught.
It's called.
Touchdown.
Quentin Thompson, he's went to 3 receivers, beautifully set up. Great blocking, great pass, and Willie Green really putting it on the spot in this first half. His 3rd TD pass, as we mentioned, and it's 27-0. Crest Chargers. Rob, he didn't have a lot of room to get that ball in, but he hit it right where it needed to be for the touchdowns. We head down to you.
Guys, the second verse was the same as the first. The Chargers continue just to dominate this football game. Trejo attempts the extra point. The kick is up, and that kick is good. On the scoreboard update, sponsored by Professional Arts Pharmacy. This time we'll give you the Rams first. It's the Rams 0, the Chargers 28. This is Crest Chargers football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Yes, I'm Mechanical, a name you can trust.
The Transportation Administration of Cleveland County and Cleveland County Transit would like to take this time to remind everyone that drugs like marijuana, alcohol, prescription drugs, and inhalants are the drugs of choice among our teens. They break hearts, break homes, and destroy childhood dreams. It's not just someone else's child, it could be yours. If you're not talking to your children about drugs, doesn't it make you wonder who is? TAC and Cleveland County Transit would like to wish all of our Cleveland County school athletic teams good luck this year.
2:05 to play. First quarter, already 28-0 Crest over TC Robertson on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Another Willie Green touchdown pass. Trejo tees it up. Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff is coming.
Seems to be some confusion about where the ball's been put on the 35 instead of the 40. And
yeah,
I think Trejo accidentally did that. There was no penalty, thank goodness. He just he's moving it up 5 yards. TC Robertson, Andy, no first downs, -2 total yards of offense in the first 10 minutes of this game so far tonight.
First quarter score, Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Mountaineers 7, the Bulldogs nothing. SMAC conference game.
Yeah, big game over at John Gamble tonight.
Trejo with a kick. Going to be into the end zone for the touchback. The return man tried to go up and catch it before he got to the end zone. Couldn't do it.
Trying to make a little basketball play here a few months before the season kicks off in November. And it'll be 1st and 10. Andy, if you're Coach Deal, what do you do right now? Down 4 touchdowns, you've done nothing offensively so far. Got to find a way to get some big plays here.
Got to find some way to take advantage of this Charger aggressiveness, Tim, on the defensive side. Double wides left and right. Gun 2 backs.
That's Payne in at quarterback.
Payne.
Seems to be some confusion now.
Looking over at the bench.
1 on the play clock. He didn't get the ball snapped, Andy.
Nope.
That's going to be, unless they got a timeout, we're
delay of game here.
Another penalty for TC. They are completely out of sync offensively. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard update. East Rutherford 7, East Burke 6. Another SMAC game. East Burke's conference opener tonight. That game over in Rutherford tonight, or not Rutherford, Rutherford County, I should say.
Near Forest City.
Yes, sir.
1st and 15 at the 15 for the Rams. Gun 2 backs. Handoff right over the right side.
No, he kept it. Quarterback kept it.
Quarterback.
And the ball's loose again.
Another fumble, and the Chargers have it again.
4 turnovers. Rob, not only is TC, I think, no doubt Crest is in their head, but right now physically, speed's a problem, physicality's a problem right now for this team.
I tell you what, guys, we're looking at a shell-shocked football team right now for this TC squad. I don't think they ever expected to have this happen tonight.
Andy, they may have stopped it already if this was a boxing fight, because they are taking shots left and right. And Crest, again, with great field position.
Gun 2 backs. Double wides left, receiver to the right side. Willie Green barking out the signals. Gets the football. Here's a pitch play.
There's
left
Harbison.
side, Harbison inside the 10-yard line.
TC with negative yards offense in this first quarter. If you just joined us, 4 turnovers. Every one of them have led to Crest scores as Crest leads at 28-0 at the 138 mark of this first quarter, and they are on the verge of making a 5-touchdown lead. An absolutely dominant early performance tonight for Crest.
Football at the 12. Green in the gun. Harbison right up the middle is spun down near the 10.
They have done a good job on Trace so far in this ball game. That's the one good thing. Gutherson made the tackle again on that big defensive line for the Rams.
Third down for the Chargers and long 3 at the 10. Less than a minute to play first quarter. Gun, one back, double wides left, receiver to the right. Green.
There's Harbison.
Harbison over the right side, and he races into the end zone, 4-6.
He was never touched that time. They kept pounding it, going to him, and Trey gets in the end zone to make it 34-0. Rob, as good of a quarter as we've seen from these Crest Chargers in a long, long time tonight, my friend, as we go down to you.
I tell you what, folks, we saw 35 in less than 2 quarters last week. We are seeing 35 here tonight in 1 quarter. This is, if you're not here at Sid Bryson Stadium and then watching on video, I just don't have the words for it. The kick is up, and guys, for the first time tonight, TC has something positive happen. The PAT is blocked. So on the scoreboard update, sponsored by Medical Arts Pharmacy, it's now the Chargers 34 and the Rams 0. This is Crest Chargers football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Norris Merchandise's beautiful furniture with bedroom, living room, and dining room furniture by the famous brands. Norris Merchandise's hardware, everything from nuts and bolts to lawnmower blades. Norris Merchandise's Carhartt clothing, featuring Carhartt workwear, casual wear, and rugged outdoor wear. And Norris Merchandise is an archery shop with a complete line of archery equipment and accessories. That's Norris Merchandise, 2011 South Lafayette Street, Shelby, online at norrismerchandise.com or on Facebook.
Here, Lizard.
48.3 left first quarter, Crest 34 and TC Robertson nothing on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. And it's been a busy first quarter for Alex Trejo. He tees it up for another Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. Trejo with a short, flat kick, picked up, well covered
It's
up.
on the ground.
Ball loose again.
And Crest may have it again.
Ball at the 17. Who's got it? TC, they say.
I don't see how TC's got it. Dominic Roseborough's got the ball, Andy, but TC got it. Fans not happy. I guess they're saying he got down on it before Dominic got there, but almost another turnover. And I was getting ready to say number 5 in 1 quarter. I don't know if I have seen that in a long time, but TC hangs on to it, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Again, poor field position for the TC Robertson Rams. A nightmare first quarter for TC.
And Barnwell is back in at quarterback. They've tried both quarterbacks tonight.
Gun 2 backs. Barnwell going to throw it down the field.
Throw it a little high.
Incomplete at the 40-yard line.
And TC wanted pass interference. Their coaching staff irate across the way, but it was just a little too high. I don't think there's any way the receiver had a chance to bring that in. And Eddie, to me, that was the way that I thought that early on they may try to attack Crest, get that ball out in the open with those athletes at receiver.
2nd and 10 at the 16 for the Rams. Gun 2 backs. Double wide right, a receiver left side. Barnwell keeps the football, and he's stacked up at the 17 or maybe the 18. That might be the last play of the first quarter.
Justin Foster along with Jared Brooks on that tackle, and that is correct. We're down to 19 seconds. It'll be 3rd and another very long situation. 3rd and 9. Let's see if TC can get, I think they're hoping to get one more play off here before the end of the first quarter.
Down to 12 seconds. Gun 1 back, double wides are left and right. Barnwell gets the snap. Going to try
he's
to
going
swing
down.
It, and he is knocked to the turf. He got rid of the football, incomplete.
And that time, Andy, it was Damian Payne who was hit as he threw it by Omar Brooks. Omar got in there so quickly that Payne had no chance. Threw it, hit, and just no opportunity on that 3rd down. Omar's been all over the place early on.
So TC will punt it away with 2.7 seconds to play in the first quarter.
And another opportunity for Crest to have great field position.
TC will punt it from near the 5. Husky at midfield to receive. Good snap and the kick. A liner. Husky lets it hit. It bounces across the 40, the 35, and down to the Charger 32-yard line. And that is the end of quarter number 1 after 1 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. It's Crest leading TC Robertson 34-0. This is Crest Chargers football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Lizard.
Oh no, it's total mayhem.
Hurry, call your good neighbor.
You can't. They're not even there.
Why, they can't even lend a good hand. Oh. Relax. At Pegram Insurance, we've got you covered. Pegram Insurance Agency, 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and in the Town & Country Shopping Center in Lincoln.
If someone tried to sell you trouble,
we go to the second quarter, and on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, it's Crest 34 and the Robertson Rams nothing as we go to the second quarter. One of the best quarters of football ever by Crest squad. And the Chargers have it 1st and 10 at their own 31 as we begin the second quarter. Gunn with one back, receiver left and right. And
Harbison.
Harbison.
He's still on his feet.
Is tripped up as he breaks outside.
Good job by TC not to let Trey get away that time. Well, Rob, after one quarter on our Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, what about Chase leading Shelby 7-0? Rob, we know about the streak. A little surprised about that one?
You absolutely am surprised, but we talked about the struggles of the Shelby defense, and we talked about Rutherford County getting better.
Green in the gun, one back. He's got trips left and a receiver split to the right side. Trey Harbison beside Green in the backfield. Green to Harbison right up the middle, drives straight ahead for a couple to the 35, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Chargers.
So 3rd and long situation. Crest has scored on every possession, obviously, in that first quarter. That Shelby Chase game, of course, on KTCBroadcasting.com tonight with Brent Pasco and Jeff Jones. Both those teams coming off short weeks after both playing on Monday night. So Crest, 3rd and 7, their longest 3rd down attempt to try to make it the night so far.
Gun one back, double wides left, receiver to the right. Green takes a snap, back to throw, and he's going to be swarmed under for a loss.
Good pursuit. TC came with the blitz, good coverage downfield, and the Rams finally get a stop. Allen made the sack, and it will be punting time for Crest as Trejo comes in. And as good as you played, it was hard to maintain what they had done. Now they're hoping to get a good punt off.
Trejo will punt for the first time tonight for Crest, standing back at the 20. TC back at their own 30 to receive. Trejo takes a snap, the left-footed kick.
Pretty good kick.
Nice kick. Taken at the 25 and down immediately as he fell backwards, making the catch.
Yeah, he made the fair catch call, Andy, but as you said, had to kind of stumble back to make it. So 1st and 10 for this Rams offense as they come onto the field down 34-0. Crest absolutely dominating from the start of the big story. Those 4 turnovers they forced in the first quarter as well.
Hot dogs, cold drinks, chicken sandwich, local favorites, bologna sandwich.
The head official's having problems with his shoe or something.
Yeah, he's having to, and I believe that is Darian Payne in. Let's double check that at quarterback. Yeah, Payne is in, number 3 for TC. Or is that Gillian in at quarterback? No, that's Payne.
Payne gonna throw it, caught right side, and some yardage across the 30 to the 32.
Payne's pass is complete to
Shivers on the reception.
Yeah.
Shivers made the catch. Foster made the tackle for Crest.
Pickup of 6, 2nd and 4 for TC at the 32. Gunn with Two backs, double wides left, a receiver to the right. Payne, the quarterback, takes a snap, rolling back the throw.
He's in serious
and
trouble.
He is sacked at the 20.
You cannot take that much time, Jared Brooks. Rob, how many times in this first 4 weeks have we seen an offense go backwards, a quarterback go backwards? You literally have very little time against this defensive line.
The front of this Crest defense, guys, just put so much pressure on the opposing team, and we've seen it week after week. And right there, prime example, you see TC get a good gain, and the next thing you know, that they're looking at a 3rd and 12 because of that defense.
Lost back to the 23, 3rd and 13 for TC Robertson. Gun, two backs, double wides right, a receiver left side. Big rush, the pass down the sideline is incomplete at midfield.
It was underthrown. Good coverage downfield, and for the Chargers, that was Jabari Foster as he was hit, but he got it off in time. But once again, a lot of pressure. We talked about how with the size affect Crest defense, it's not been much of a factor at all, as they have had no problems with this TC offensive line tonight as Graham comes in to punt.
Husky back at the 45. TC will punt it from the 10-yard line. 8:44 left in the first half. There's a kick.
Pretty good kick here.
Drives Husky back. He'll let it hit, and it rolls across the 40 and will die at the 38 of the Chargers.
TC Robertson, let's double check this, but I believe still no first downs in this game. Crest has not given up a first down to an opponent any since the Ashbrook game back in late August. That's how dominant they've been, ladies and gentlemen, over these last couple of games.
Crest offense back on the field. 1st and 10 at their own 38. Willie Green, the quarterback, in the gun with two backs.
And Coach Barnes not happy with something as he'll call a timeout. We'll take it right here. Crest 34-0 over TC Robertson on our Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. We're coming back right after this.
You wouldn't pay money for it. That's a product nobody wants. But without the right kind of maintenance for your car, that's what you get. Part of that maintenance should be regular oil changes. The folks at Rapid Pace Oil Change in Boiling Springs will take care of this aspect of maintenance for you. And Rapid Pace is an official state inspection station. So when your vehicle's state inspection date comes up, see the folks at Rapid Pace Oil Change, 201 South Main Street in Boiling Springs.
Back at Sid Bryson Stadium, 8:34 to play in the first half. 34-0 Crest on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Crest with a timeout. Apparently Coach Barnes didn't like the setup that the Chargers had offensively there, Tim.
Yep, they'll come out 1st and 10 from their own 39. TC Robertson -1 total yards of offense, no first downs in this first quarter and a half tonight.
Gun, two backs. Receiver left and right.
Ball's on the ground.
Fumble on the play.
And the Rams have it.
TC came with a blitz. The Chargers.
And it looked like that time that maybe the handoff kind of got bobbled. And, Coach Barnes didn't happy coming out of timeout to have that turnover. So we've seen 5 total turnovers, 4 by TC, the first one by Crest. And sometimes when you get the lead like Crest has got early, it can be tough to be motivated. But now TC's got a chance to cut into the lead. Great field position.
1st and 10 at the Charger, 34 for the Rams. With 8:29 to play in the half. Trips right, a receiver left, gun with one back, and a flag down at the line of scrimmage. Illegal procedure.
Yep.
TC.
We've seen that. And, TC continues to put themselves in those 1st, 2nd, and of course, a lot of 3rd long situations tonight offensively.
1st and 15 at the Charger 39. Gun, one back, trips right, receiver left. Back to throw.
Oh, he's
sacked.
Feaster shot in there around the right side, and there's another example of the short amount of time you have to get rid of that ball with this Crest defensive line. Another sack. And, Andy, it's just impressive to watch how quick they are defensively tonight.
Was that Payne at quarterback or Barnwell?
Well, I think it was Payne. Now Barnwell is in at quarterback after the sack.
Lost back to the 43.
Yeah, Barnwell is in now.
2nd and 16.
Interesting formation here.
Gun with 3 backs. Handoff. Nowhere to go. Another loss for the Rams.
Omar Brooks, Andy, who's just absolutely dominating tonight.
They cannot block the Crest front. That's it's as simple as that, Tim.
Yeah, Rob, Andy made the statement, and I think you would agree they cannot block Crest right now in any fashion early in this game.
They have no answer up front, guys. They are, as you said, they are unable. The Crest defense is unblockable at this stage in this game.
And that is scary if you're any kind of offense.
Lost back to the 48, 3rd and 24. Full house backfield.
There's Barnwell. And he's going back again.
He loses back to about the 45.
That looked to be some confusion. Tyreek Ramseur got in on that sack. 3 plays, Andy, 3 sacks. And that, you talking about a blueprint of how to play defense, that was pretty dominant. Coach Clark, Coach Barnes, and staff has got to be happy about how well their defense is playing right now.
So, again, TC will have to punt it away.
TC
4th and 30.
Yeah, they had a 1st and 5. And we have got to stop it to play. One of the officials, it might be discussing about where the ball should be spotted. But Graham will be punting.
Graham will punt it from the 35. Husky at the Charger 25 to receive. It's a fake.
No, he kicks it.
It's a quick kick. And the football's going to roll dead near the 25 of the Chargers. A quick kick, and we haven't seen that in a while, Tim.
Well, it looked like initially, as you said, it could have been. He was starting to run, but he did kick it, try to get it on the sideline, keep it away from Husky. And so Crest, who after getting that 34-0 lead, they've had 2 possessions where they've not been able to move it, had a turnover on their previous possession.
Willie Green brings him up. And the gun with 1 back. Double wide split to the right, a receiver left side. Green takes the snap.
He's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open.
Got a man 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Crest Chargers.
Quentin Thompson, Andy, 81 yards. 75 yards, correction. They bit. Thompson, you saw it for him. We saw it. Rob saw it. Everybody saw it. Thompson blew right by his TC, went for that run and play. And how about 4 touchdown passes now for Willie Green Jr. tonight? Rob, 40-0. Willie Green, 4 touchdown passes, and they bid on it, Rob, and they paid.
Tell you what, guys, you go in and play, and y'all outstop the run, and the Chargers are able to attack you. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So on the scoreboard update, sponsored by Medical Arts Pharmacy, it's now the Chargers 41, the Rams 0. This is Crest Charger football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Year-round fun begins at the Bargain Station brand name outlet on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Keep cool with baubles. Bobble-in sets are just $6.99 and complete bottle sets are $9.95. You'll find luggage and bags, sporting equipment including golf clubs, grills for cooking, and much more. All at big savings to you. The Bargain Station name brand outlet, 4400 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right next to Honda Motorcycles. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, Saturdays, 9 till 2.
Another Willie Green touchdown pass, this time 75 yards. And Crest now in front 41-0 over TC on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 6:07 to play in the first half.
Willie Green Jr., 4 touchdown passes, 126 yards through the air in this first half. And just an absolutely dominant performance for the Crest Chargers tonight as they are looking to go to 4-0 in 2014.
Alex Trejo, Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. And it is into the end zone for the touchback.
I tell you, and you know, the few times that we've seen TC, they got the turnover, had a short field. They got a couple of Crest penalties. they've just never been able to capitalize. And right now, you just got to try to find a way to get a couple of positive yards. Completely went backwards on that last possession. Want to remind you at halftime tonight, it is going to be our Absolute Collision halftime show. We'll look back at this dominant first half for the Charger stats, scoring summaries, and much more.
Gun one back, double wides left to a receiver. In fact, double wides to the right.
That's Payne back in.
Payne back to throw, and it is
intercepted.
Dominic Roseball, 20, 15, 10, and spun out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
And Andy, we've got a flag thrown right where he made the interception. Now, what are they going to call here? They're going to call pass interference on Dominique.
Flag down at the 19-yard line.
They may call pass interference before that pass was thrown. I don't know about that one, but that's going to take away. Yep, that's what they're calling. I'm not sure if it was on Dominique or wasn't called on one of the other defenders, though, because I think Dominique may have taken advantage of the fact the defender was pushed down, or the receiver, I should say.
15-yard mark-off against Crest for the pass interference call.
And the crowd not happy, and you hate that for Dominique, but we've seen him do that a lot, and I don't know about that one.
So a first down for the Rams via the penalty.
So 1st and 10 at the 35, their first down of the game so far, but they'll have it at the 35, down 40-0. And they are rotating. We're keeping an eye on these quarterbacks, ladies and gentlemen, because they're rotating out every play. And Payne is back in now, quarterback.
Payne going to hand off over the right side for about 3. Gillian to the 38.
Cameron Gillian is a 5'5 junior, 152-pounder.
2nd and 7 at the 38 for the Rams. 5:35 left in the first half. Gunn with one back, double wides are left and right. End around handoff over the left side. First down for TC across the 45.
Holding a good blocking on the outside for TC. And that time they're trying to stretch it out. Smart move to try to get a little of the speed back. Holden makes it 1st and 10 at the TC 45 with 5:12 to go in this first half.
Rams up in the gun, trips, stacked to the right, a receiver left side. Again, the handoff right up the middle this time, very little. Gillen, maybe a half yard across the 45.
Crest Jared Brooks made the tackle, and it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 46. TC playing much faster now, obviously, in a huge hole down 40-0. 41-0, excuse me, Andy.
Double wides left and right, gun one back. And a whistle halting play.
Have an equipment issue we do have an equipment issue, one of the Rams, and Crest is bringing in another player. And that's Christian Swink coming in on this defensive line for Crest.
Quarterback keeper.
He's going backwards.
And another loss for TC.
Chris Willis at defensive line. I think all 4 or 5 of them have had a couple of tackles and sacks for loss so far in this first half. Burns leading Keys Mountain leading Burns. 14-0 in the second quarter tonight of their SMAC matchup.
Lost to the 42. 3rd and 13. Gun, one back, trips right, a receiver left side. Payne gonna throw it, and
what a shot!
Ball knocked loose, incomplete pass.
I think he bobbled it, Andy, before he was hit, and then it just shot up in the air. And his body was really in a dangerous position for the hit that he took.
That was Shivers who took that shot.
Rob, Crest is fast, they're physical, and there's another example of some of the hits that we may see all year long from this defense.
Yeah, guys, I mean, if you know that if you're going out there and receiving the ball, coming out of the backfield, as you said, Tim, the Chargers are fast, the Chargers are physical, not afraid to get in there and put some hits on some guys. Just been an impressive half of football for Crest.
TC will punt it from their 30. Husky at the Crest 30 to receive. There's a kick, a liner that rolls inside the 30 and will be down near the Crest 20. So Crest first and 10 with 3:40 to play first half, up 41-0 over T.C. Robertson's Rams.
Rob Roop will be with head coach Mark Barnes as he takes the Chargers into the locker room, and he's certainly got to be happy of the way this first half has went tonight.
Tim, Crest back home next Friday night and SMAC conference game.
Yep, the Hilltoppers of RS Central will be coming to Sid Bryson Stadium, their first trip here in, since back in those old SMAC conference days of the early 2001.
Got a whistle.
Yeah, TC didn't have 10 players on the field, and so they had to call a timeout. And we will stay here at the 3:40 mark. Your impressions so far? It's been just a dominant performance so far.
It has been. The defense just spectacular, and what a night for Willie Green through the air as he has really decimated the TC Rams secondary here tonight.
And I think a lot of people talked to us this week with that big, strong offensive line of TC give this Crest defense problems, and that question has been answered, I should say, very quickly tonight. Yeah, you mentioned Crest and RS Central. RS Central team, as we mentioned in our pregame, that only down 21-20 at Shelby. And in that game, they had 50-plus yard touchdown passes, and that's something they're going to, I'm certainly be thinking about. But it should be an interesting game as they're playing Drone tonight, and they'll be here for conference play on KTCBroadcasting.com against the Chargers next Friday night.
Green in the gun on first down. Double wides are left and right. One back. Green going to throw it.
There's Husky, and the ball's loose.
Ball fumbled at the 20-yard line, and TC.
I think TC may have it.
Has it, and the Chargers have gotten a little bit sloppy with this big lead, Tim.
Well, they have, and that was the first carry of the night for Husky in motion. And fumbling, and that's something that, you hate to make habits of. The good news, the big lead, but the second, we've had 6 turnovers in this first half. So from that aspect, certainly has been a little bit sloppy.
First and 10 at the 20 for the Rams after the turnover. Full house backfield. Ends are in tight.
That's Payne at quarterback.
Payne takes a snap. Hands off. The
going
ball
backwards.
carrier tried to reverse, and he swarmed under at about the 30-yard line.
Coleman, Hopper, Foster all over that immediately, and a huge loss. His forward motion somehow got him to the 30. That was only a 5-yard loss. So it is
10 yards.
Or 10 yards, excuse me. So it'll be second down and 20 from the 30 of Crest. And
you hesitate against this Crest defense, you are lost.
You're in serious trouble immediately if you do that this season.
Gun, 2 backs, double wides, right, a receiver left side.
Barnwell,
the quarterback, hands off, and nowhere to go. No gain at the 30.
Foster made the tackle. That was Gillian on the carry, and it's just not worked on either side. Looks like one of the Chargers coming to the sideline with an injury. So I have to double check that.
3rd and 20 for the Rams at the Charger 30. 2:20 to play in the half. Shotgun, 1 back, trip split to the left, a receiver to the right. And a whistle.
Yeah, I don't think the Crest player is far enough that was injured, who really just fell down. Let's see who that is. Is that Foster? Yeah, it's Justin Foster, Andy, who came running to the sideline in a lot of pain, and now he has been able to get back to the bench area.
Barnwell, the quarterback, rolling back to throw. And his pass incomplete at the 20, and it's 4th down.
Actually, I had a little time to throw at that time, but underthrew the ball, and it's 4th down and 20. Do you try a field goal here? Andy down 41
Well,
points. I don't think so.
It would be a 47-yard attempt
Yeah,
from here.
I think you pretty much have to go for it here.
Check video board, recycling all 5 packets through video board. If you have the video
TC
board,
down 41 will keep the offense on the field with a 4th and 20.
And this is Barnwell at quarterback on this 4th and 20.
Gunn, one back, double wides left and right. Barnwell takes
The ball's
snap.
on the ground.
In trouble and sacked at the 38-yard line.
Jared Brooks, Andy, who's been all over the field, he may be a candidate tonight for our defensive player of the game as he was in there on the sack. And Barnwell, that was a disaster from the start when that ball was snapped low. That seems to be a discussion on, was there a penalty?
I didn't see a flag, but apparently there was one thrown.
Personal foul, face mask on Crest. And that's going to give TC keep this drive going. And it's the one thing that Crest has done at times to keep these possessions going, some personal fouls.
15-yard mark off.
I don't think that's first down, though, is it?
No.
It'll be 4th and 11. They will get another shot at it. I'm assuming Barnwell's face mask got grabbed on that sack.
Down to the football marked at the 21, 4th and 11. Gunn trips left, receiver right, one back.
Payne's in.
Payne at quarterback. Flip-flops his back from right to left. Rolls to his left, keeps the football, goes down the field. And is
incomplete.
Incomplete.
And we got another late flag that's come in.
Flag thrown at the 20-yard line.
And Andy, they keep throwing the flags way after the play. And this may be,
illegal forward pass.
Yeah, I was noticing that Payne was a good 4 yards in front of the line of scrimmage, so Crest will just decline it at the 131 mark. And Amy Foster right beside me made a good point. Should have just kept that one. He had room, maybe would have got the first down, but went downfield, and Crest will come out first down and 10.
First and 10 Chargers are on 20 with 1:31 to play until halftime. Double wides left, receiver to the right. Green in the gun.
There's Harbison.
Harbison over the right side. Spins across the 25 to the 26, maybe the 27.
Law made the tackle. As we mentioned, Rob will be with Mark Barnes heading to the locker room. That'll be our Absolute Collision halftime show tonight.
Second about 4. Gunn, one back.
Morris is in the backfield now.
Casual Morris in the backfield. Timeout, Crest Chargers.
Crest didn't have but 10 players on the field, so they're going to have to call a timeout.
1 minute to play in the second quarter.
We'll take it with them. We'll come back. Crest up 41-0 on KTCBroadcasting.com.
At Absolute Collision Center in Shelby, they go the extra mile for you, including a complimentary rental car. Come in for the details. Yes, wrecking your car is certainly a bummer, especially if you are just visiting this summer. Do not despair. A save is what you need. Getting a home run is how to take the lead. With speed and efficiency, our repairs round the bases, all for the simple payoff of your smiling faces. Absolute Collision Center, 2314 South Post Road in Shelby. Call 704-482-3616 or visit their website at AbsoluteCollisionCenter.com.
1 minute to play in the second quarter. 41-0 Crest on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. And Crest with a 2nd and 4 at their own 27. Shotgun, one back.
There's Morris.
Casual Morris gets a handoff running wide left to the 30, 31. He's got a first down.
Griswold on the stop.
Griswold made the tackle. And I haven't indicated it's first down, but it definitely is. So another Pegram Insurance first down for the Chargers.
Clock stopped with the movement of the chains here with 51.5 to play in the first half. Double wides right, a receiver left, Gunn with one back. Harbison back in the backfield, gets a handoff right up the middle, straight ahead to the 37.
Griswold made the tackle again. Shelby now leading Chase 21-10 on KTCBroadcasting.com tonight in a game heading towards halftime, but Shelby has got some things going offensively.
2nd and 6, Chargers at their own 36. Double wides, left receiver to the right, shotgun, one back.
There's Morris back there.
Green takes a snap. Here's casual Morris. Breaks outside 40. Midfield and driven out of bounds.
So with 3 seconds left, Crest will have it at midfield with another Pigram Insurance first down. And Crest, after getting this big lead, has started to go to the ground game with success.
So, barring a penalty, final play of the first half with 3.4 to play. 1st and 10, Crest, their own 49. Double wides trips to the right, a receiver to the left, one back. And here is Trey Harbison right up the middle. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet.
Just running over people.
Goes to the 39 of T.C. Robertson. That'll do it for the first half.
So Crest leads it on our Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard at the half. Great first half, 41-0. And Rob, you'll be with head coach Mark Barnes momentarily. Obviously got to be happy about this first half, so we go down to you.
Yeah, guys, we're going to catch up with head coach Mark Barnes as he's coming off the field here with the Chargers. The game tonight against TC. Coach, thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, we played good, especially on defense. You know, they're playing bad. They turn the ball over a lot. When they turn it over that much, we're gonna be good. But you got to give our defense credit. They're awful fast and they get around and they cause a lot of mistakes. Offensively, we've looked good. We got to run the ball better. We got to run the ball more consistently. That's the thing I'm probably worried about the most right now. It's just we have not shown the ability to be physical and run the football, and we got to fix that.
Coach, good luck in the second half. Guys, I'll send it back up to you.
At halftime on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, it's the Crest Chargers 41, the T.C. Robertson Rams nothing. Crest Chargers football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson at Family Dental Care in Shelby. No matter the age, kids, teenagers, and adults, Dr. Stroud, Wilson, and Thompson will take care of your dental needs. They have over 50 years' experience serving the people of Cleveland County. Call 704-482-3281 for Family Dental Care at 416 West Warren Street in Shelby. That's Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson. Kids love them, and you will too.
Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Nissan. Those are the powerhouse of vehicles you'll find at Marburger in Shelby. Plus quality pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. And of course, a service department that is second to no one. So when you're in need of a new vehicle, see Marburger at 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Keep the Christmas spirit year-round. Coming to Sandy's Country Christmas. You'll find Christmas items, of course, plus seasonal merchandise such as Valentine, Easter, Vacation Bible School, patriotic, and Thanksgiving items. And there's always a good selection of flowers for just 99 cents. Sandy's is open year-round, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., never on Sunday. Sandy's is open Thanksgiving Day to Christmas Eve, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sandy's Country Christmas, Highway 74 West, 2 miles past Ingalls in Shelby.
Comfortable just got more affordable. From Bill Schufert Heating and Air Conditioning in Shelby and American Standard. Keep cool this summer with one call to Bill Schufert Heating and Air and get up to $1,100 in rebates. Plus, ask about special financing available on famous American Standard equipment. Call 704-484-0025 or drop by their office at 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Get up to $1,100 in rebates now on American Standard. Bill Schufert Heating and Air and American Standard, where your comfort is our concern. It's the 90th Annual Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Make plans now to be there. On the Midway, it's pig racing, Leon Jacobs, Act Monsters Chainsaw Demonstration, the Tumbleweed Crossing Wild West Show, and on the grandstand, it's the Demolition Derby and much more. So join us for the fun, the 90th Annual Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. The Cleveland County Fair at the Cleveland County Fairgrounds. Keep warm this winter and save money too with the new Echo SunTech infrared heater from Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby. It's a 3-in-1 product, an infrared heater, a humidifier, and an air purifier with a 5-year factory warranty on the PTC heat element. The Echo SunTech infrared heater allows you to heat by zones instead of an entire area. Zone heating allows you to keep unoccupied areas cooler than normal, thereby reducing your heating bill. See one today at Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Arrowwood Street in Shelby. Good credit, bad credit, no credit? Apply today and ride today at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Pick up this week's What's Up Shopper for some great deals with zero money down and rates as low as 2.99%. See the new Polaris Ranger 500 Crew for as low as $10,000. The brand new Yamaha Grizzly 125 is only $35.99. And for the lake, get the 2014 Yamaha Superjet for only $71.50. Full Throttle Power Sports. Exit 22 off I-85 in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Halftime at Sid Bryson Stadium. Crest leads T.C. Robertson 41-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard.
Welcome into the Absolute Collision halftime show. Tim Foster, Amy Foster, Rob Roop, Fred Farley on camera tonight, and Andy Foster. Great to have you along for Crest Chargers football. We're the home all season long. And, of course, it's right here on KDCBroadcasting.com, and it has been all Crest. You see their Crest High School marching band getting ready to play here at halftime tonight. And, Andy, let's take a look at our first half scoring summary. It is sponsored by Putnam Distributors, and it started getting out of hand quick because Crest, within the first 3 minutes, at the 9:02 mark, after getting downfield, getting a couple of big plays, after getting a 3 and out real quickly, they got the ball, and it was Willie Green to Tyshawn Odom, 25-yard pass, and it was a 7-0 lead, and that was a pass, Andy. It was thrown a little high, but Odom, great hands to bring that in for the touchdown.
Yeah, great reception for that first TD for the Chargers.
And then it got worse for T.C. Robertson. Just literally less than a minute later, T.C. Robertson's quarterback, Chris Barnwell, the junior, fumbled. The ball went into the end zone. Malik Hopper picked it up. The extra point was good. It was 14-0 Crest. Willie Green got the ball back at the 4:18 mark of the first quarter. This time he found Traquan Hopper. This was after a punt that gave Crest great field position. 9-yard pass from Green to Hopper. Extra point was good. It was 21-0 Crest. Crest made it 28-0 when Willie Green, this time, hit Quentin Thompson, his third touchdown pass of the first half, 5-yard. Extra point was good. And it was 28-0. Trey Harbison got on the board late in the first quarter. 48.3 seconds, 11-yard run. Trejo's kick this time was blocked. But the big story, you look at the scoring summary, Andy, 34 points in the first quarter tonight.
Yeah, just a dominating performance by Crest, both sides of the ball in that first quarter.
Then we kind of went back and forth with both offenses stalling until Willie Green found Quentin Thompson's 75-yard pass, went right over that T.C. Robertson secondary. Extra point was good, and it was 41-0 Crest, and that is our score at the half tonight. Let's look at the first half stats sponsored by Putnam Distributors for T.C. Robertson. On the ground, Andy, Chris Barnwell, 1 for 3, -3 yards through the air. Payne, 1 for 3, 6 yards passing. But listen to these numbers on the ground. Barnwell, 5 carries, leads them with 9 yards. Darius Payne, 3 carries, -17 yards. It was Cameron Gilliard, 4 carries, 2 yards. Seth Coleman had 5 carries for 6 yards in that first half. TC had only 2 first downs, 4 huge turnovers, 35 yards and penalties, and only 3 total yards of offense in that first half for the Rams, and that shows you how dominant Crest has been. For the Crest Chargers offensively, their first half stats look like this. They were led on the ground by Trey Harbison, 12 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown for the junior. Casual Morris had 3 carries and 21 yards in that first half. Willie Green had 2 carries, 15 yards. Big numbers. Willie Green, 5 of 6 through the air, 126 yards passing, and 4 touchdowns. He went through the air to Thompson, Quentin Thompson, 2 catches, 80 yards. and 2 touchdowns. Tyshawn Odom, 2 catches, 37 yards, and a touchdown. Traquan Hopper, 1 catch, 9 yards, touchdown. Crest has 9 first downs in that first half. They did have 2 turnovers, 65 yards in penalties, and 215 total yards of offense in the first half for the Crest Chargers. It's the Absolute Collision halftime show, and it is all Crest tonight here at Sid Bryson Stadium. They lead it 41-0, and we're coming back with more Charger football here on KTCBroadcasting.com.
America's Mattress Sale at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Save now on the 2013 Inventory Reduction Sale. All 2013 mattress sets must go. Get free delivery, free setup, free haul-away. Get the sleep you need, guaranteed. Save on the Serta Perfect Sleeper for only $299 for queen size. Get special 12-month financing and big pillows just $39. America's Mattress from Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. The easiest way home is with Homestar Financial Corporation in Shelby. Bob Webb invites you to come in and talk with one of their financial specialists about your new home, from conventional loans to FHA to VA and to USDA. And all loan programs are available to qualified buyers. Homestar Financial manages the entire mortgage process with outstanding customer service that produces a high level of customer satisfaction. Find out more today. Visit Homestar Financial Corporation, 306 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, or call 704-482-2588. Honda's line of 4-Trax Rancher all-terrain vehicles are America's favorite ATVs because they're always improving. That's especially true with the all-new 2014 Ranchers, like the new double cradle steel chassis and aggressively styled bodywork that's just as tough as it is good-looking. So head on down to Honda of Shelby, Highway 74 Bypass East in Shelby, and see the entire 2014 Honda Rancher line. You'll see why these midsize ATVs are truly the best on earth. Honda of Shelby, Highway 74 East.
Back at Sid Bryson Stadium, it's halftime, and Crest leads the T.C. Robertson Rams 41-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard.
And we are back with our Absolute Collision halftime show. Rob Root, we're going to go down to you because we understand, we know Kings Mountain winning that game over Burns, but there has been a big injury in that game. We understand you have got word on that, and you hate to hear it. Let's go down to you for that update right now.
Yeah, guys, thanks to Butch Moorhead, our guy on the scene there at Kings Mountain. As you said, the Mountaineers are at 14-0 at halftime. We understand the quarterback, Bell, has gone out of that game with an injury. We don't know the severity of it yet or anything like that, but we understand he has gone out with an injury. And, guys, that can have a huge impact on that game. You talk about a leader for that Kings Mountain squad. He is certainly one.
We understand it's a shoulder injury. As you mentioned, Rob, we've heard some reports it's very severe, some we're not sure. But talk about how that changes that team without him in there.
I mean, you know, we've talked before, guys, when you have a dual threat quarterback, how dangerous they become with what they can do with their arm and what they can do with their legs. And you take him out of the mix, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of talent on that Kings Mountain squad, guys, but you've got to have that engine to make your machine go. And I feel like Bell was that engine for this Kings Mountain squad. He was the engine that made that team go. So hopefully this young man is going to get through tonight. The Mountaineers can pull out a victory. They are ahead. But going into the next week, guys, how important it's going to be to keep an eye on this injury to see how well this young man's able to respond. And hopefully he's not out for a long time for this Kings Mountain team.
And, Andy, the interesting thing when you think about the Mountaineers, of course, Burns tonight, and that game's not over yet. That second half could be interesting. You go to Shelby next week, and then, of course, big game. A lot of people are already talking about Kings Mountain coming here to Crest on KTCBroadcasting.com October 10th.
Well, you certainly don't want to play county rivals without your starting quarterback, and we hope Brandon Bell is going to be okay. He's a tremendous competitor, and that is terrible news tonight.
He's one of the toughest guys that in this county and probably in the western part of North Carolina. And, Andy, we talked about, Burns. One thing about Burns, everybody's talking doom and gloom up with the Bulldogs. They certainly are struggling offensively, but defensively they are physical. And not only remember, we've seen Bell go out. Remember, they knocked out Ashbridge's quarterback. They are very, very physical defense.
Yeah, they are come at you and hit you hard defense, and you're going to know it when you play the Bulldogs. They make a statement physically on defense.
Rob, back down to you, and let's talk about this first half of the Chargers. You hold your opponent to 3 total yards of offense. And, Rob, we talked about the focus. Coach Barnes mentioned, and he's right, he wants to see a little bit of a stronger running game. But I've been really impressed with how focused this Crest team has been so far in 2014.
Exactly right, Tim. I think defensively you saw a team come out tonight and really send a message with the aggressive style of play. It's good to see the passing game and how it's performing. But like Coach Barnes said, even in a game where you're up 41-0 at halftime, there's still things to work on, and it has to be a concern about the lack of the Charger ground game tonight. And it's unusual for us to be able to say that about a Crest game because that's always been the strength. So I think you're going to see the Chargers maybe come out in the second half up 41-0, make more of a concerted effort to really establish the running game here in the second half.
Yeah, and I think Andy, Rob makes a good point because that time may or probably will come where Crest will be forced to have to make some big plays in the running games we talked about, and you certainly, each week's a little bit different, but certainly something they're going to be working on in the weeks ahead.
Yeah, and last season the Chargers loaded at running back, and they were able to break a lot of scores, especially getting outside with the running game. And tonight the running game has been mostly up the middle, although Casual Morris did break outside one time in the first half.
Well, and we're being a little nitpicky because you look at the scoreboard and it's 41-0. And so, but it's something as you think about long-term to be a complete team, something you'll have to think about. It's the Absolute Collision halftime show. Great halftime performance you just saw from the Crest High School Marching Band, and we're going to almost be ready for second half action when we come back. It's all Crest tonight in this first half. They lead at 41-0. More Charger football coming up on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Medical Arts Pharmacy is your locally owned independent hometown pharmacy. Unlike the big chain stores, Medical Arts Pharmacy calls you by name and treats you like family and friends, not a number. Medical Arts has more National Board certified technicians and personnel than other pharmacies to keep down your waiting time on prescriptions. Online refills at medicalartsofshelby.com. Medical Arts Pharmacy, 108 Grover Street near the hospital in Shelby. Call 704-487-8068.
Service. That's hard to find when it comes to lawn and garden equipment. Not anymore. Head to Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Parker Farm Service services all major brands, makes, and models. Call Mary McHenry to set up your appointment at 704-259-6130. And Parker Farm Service welcomes Kenny Barbie to their service department. 24-hour turnaround with in-house parts, plus delivery and pickup is available. Parker Farm Service on Bessie Drive at the Highway 74 bypass, Oak Grove Road intersection in Kings Mountain. Check out the new storage buildings at the Roundup store in Shelby. Come see the new vinyl siding storage building and the new T111 wooden siding building. And the Roundup store's wooden buildings are built to last and last. And check out their line of beautiful kitchen cabinets. Make your dream kitchen a reality. The Roundup store, 1610 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Open 8:30 till 5:30 Monday through Friday, 8:30 till noon on Saturday. Online at roundupshelby.com.
As the spring season rolls in, remember Shelby Hardware for all the rental equipment you need to get those lawns and gardens in shape. Shelby Hardware's rental equipment includes blowers, string trimmers, vacuums, lawnmowers, aerators, spikers, spreaders, edgers, tillers, and ladders. And Shelby Hardware's small engine repair shop can service and repair all your lawn and garden equipment. Shelby Hardware, serving Cleveland County since 1979. Located at 506 South Lafayette Street, Shelby.
Get your free loader when you buy Coyote's CK Series or DK Series tractor from West End Sales in Vail. But that's not all. There's some great offers going on now at West End Sales in Vail, like 0% financing for 54 months on all Bobcat and Grasshopper mowers. Get 7% financing for 60 months on all Vermeer round balers and disc mowers. And how about $120 per month for a Bobcat Fast Cat mower and a brand new 5x10 trailer, both for only $120 per month. See West End Sales for all the details. West End Sales, Highway 18, 27 intersection in Vail. Cold Man winter is just around the corner. It's time to fill up your tank with home heating oil or kerosene from Energy Direct in Shelby. They promise to beat anybody's price. Check with Energy Direct in Shelby before you fill her up for the winter. Just give them a call at 704-482-0351. Again, that's 704-482-0351. They will beat anybody's price on home heating oil or kerosene, and that's guaranteed. Energy Direct. Now in the new offices at 413 South Lafayette Street, Shelby.
When accidents happen, it's reassuring to know that quick expert care is nearby. Carolina's Healthcare Urgent Care Shelby is now open and is staffed with experienced physicians, mid-level providers, nurses, and support personnel equipped with on-site laboratory and x-ray services. So keep our new location and contact information close by for immediate access to the region's preferred healthcare and largest physicians network. Carolina's Healthcare Urgent Care. 1010 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
Get ready for the third quarter here at Sid Bryson Stadium at halftime. Crest in front of T.C. Robertson, 41-0.
And both teams getting ready to make their way back on the field. Their final warm-ups as Crest in total control. And, Andy, we also understand, and actually I meant to mention this a little earlier, going back to that, as we welcome you back to that Burns-Kings Mountain game. Cameron Barbie did not play that game. He's been sick, we understand. So you got Barbie out, quarterback for Burns, and we understand Bale's been injured for Kings Mountain, so you've had a couple injuries. So it's interesting second half because you got a big county rivalry. You got a couple of quarterbacks out, and that'll be an interesting dynamic the rest of that game tonight.
Yeah, and turnover here or there could make that game very interesting in the second half. The Mountaineers up 2 touchdowns at halftime.
And the Golden Lions were up 2 touchdowns at halftime as well over Chase. Shelby leading Chase 24-10. We had a very early score that AC Reynolds was leading South Point 7-0. And that Reynolds team, Andy, really came back to beat South Caldwell as Crest comes back on the field. They're 1-3 now, but they're a team that in years past they can get hot quick and be a factor. I think they'll be a factor come playoff time in the 3AA West.
Yeah, and Reynolds always has some talent, and they usually get it put together about midway through the season if they don't get off to that good start.
That Asheville Cougars team, as we mentioned in our pregame tonight, lost for their first time last Friday night. But I think that MAC conference play gets rolling. It's really all conference the rest of the way. Start next Friday for everybody. As you see the Chargers make their way on the field, here comes T.C. Robertson. Crest will get the opening kickoff, and I want to once again say a big thanks to all of our sponsors, all our viewers and listeners tonight. Tim Foster, Amy Foster, Fred Farley, Rob Roop, and Andy Foster from Sid Bryson Stadium. And Crest High Football, the home of Charger football, KTCBroadcasting.com, as Crest absolutely dominant in that first half tonight. Coach Dill sends his Rams back on the field, and Andy, for the first time tonight, Crest will get a chance to return a kick as we get ready for our Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory second half kickoff. Dominic Roseboro is going to be one of the return men for the Chargers, along
Jabari Foster.
Yeah, with Mr. Jabari Foster. We'll send it back over to you for the play-by-play action.
TC tees it up, and a Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff coming as we get the third quarter underway at Sid Bryson Stadium.
Cooper to kick it off.
Cooper with the kick. And that's
Roseboro.
Picked up by Dominic Roseboro at the 5. He's back to the 10. Breaks outside.
He's got room.
Down the sideline. 40, 45, 50, 40, 30.
He's got
20,
it.
10. Touchdown, Dominic Roseboro.
92 yards for Mr. Dominic Roseboro. Boy, did Crest miss him in 2013, but he's back, ladies and gentlemen. And Andy, they never had a shot once he got on the outside down that Crest sideline.
You talk about another gear. Dominic kicked it in gear up near midfield.
Coming off that terrible ACL injury, he's back, and what a run to start the second half. Rob, what a great play by Dominic Roseboro. I don't think anybody's happier or nobody, I tell you, in this stadium is excited as he is running down that sideline as we go down to you.
You're exactly right, Tim. You talk about a young man forced to miss all of last year because of an injury. What a great return. Trejo attempts the extra point for the Chargers, and it is good. On the scoreboard update, sponsored by Medical Arts Pharmacy, it's now the Chargers 48, the Rams 0. This is Crest Chargers football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Andy, we'll keep it here because now we have that running clock. Crest is up 48. You know, the new rule came in that anytime you got up over 42 points that a decision had to be made that you either keep the clock running or you stop the game. Thank goodness that second one. I hope we don't see it happen any high school football game this year, but man, what a great return by Dominique to go 91 yards.
Dominique was very determined. Once he broke outside, he was gone, and he just exploded at midfield down that sideline.
As good as this team is, you forget about what a weapon that young man will be throughout the season. Of course, remember, he was all-state going into the 2013 season before he was injured on this field in a preseason game against Gaffney back last August. A terrible ACL injury that kept him out of the entire season. And Trejo will be kicking it off for Crest with his 48-0 lead now.
Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff coming for the Chargers. Alex Trejo has it teed up. And there's the boot. And it is into the end zone, touchback.
So the Rams, who had 2 first downs and 3 yards of offense, will bring this offense out for the second half. You wanted something positive for your TC, and that kick return was not it for Crest to start the second half.
Running clock down to 9:15 to play third quarter.
This will be a fast second half, as we have mentioned with this running clock.
TC up to the line of scrimmage in the gun with one back, double wide split left and right.
That is Payne.
Payne, the quarterback. Payne takes a snap, gonna throw it. It's caught across the 30 to the 34-yard line.
The receiver brought it in, able to get yards after the catch, and that was Coleman who caught the pass for a Ram first down up to the 33. Or 34, excuse me. And Crest, a lot of substitutions in. Gordon made the tackle. Clay Cheney's in. Gordon's in now for Crest defensively.
Trips stacked to the right. Receiver to the left. Gun with one back. Quarterback keeper lost in the backfield.
Let's see who made that tackle. That was C.J. White. Great job by C.J. to come in and make the tackle for loss.
Barnwell was the quarterback, and he lost 3.
How many plays have they had for loss tonight? That's would be interesting to check out because Crest has certainly forced that defensively.
Second and 13, trips right. Receiver left, gun, one back. Payne now at quarterback. Payne rolling back to throw, still rolling.
He's got time.
Swings it to the right side, caught. And yardage to the 40-yard line, and there's a flag that comes in. They're going to call a late hit, I believe,
they may
on the
call
Chargers.
targeting, too, for the Chargers, one or the other. It was right on the sideline, and that'll be 15 yards. Coleman had the reception, and they're going to call a 15-yarder.
Personal foul on the Crest Chargers.
Our good friend Alan Ford's down to our left, Andy, from the Shelby Star, and he had an article earlier this week about what the officials are really focusing on in high school this year. And I think one of the points of emphasis has been some of those late hits over the last couple of years, as we saw there.
Mark off all the way to the Charger 45, 1st and 10 for the Rams. Running clock, 6:48 to play, third quarter. Gun, 2 backs, double wides left, receiver to the right. Here's a handoff up the middle for a couple.
There's Coleman again.
Coleman to the 43, 2nd and 8.
Sheldon McDowell made the tackle for Crest. McDowell was a 5'9 junior for Crest.
Crest with their second defensive unit in there for the most part. Payne, the quarterback.
Clock continues to run, already down to 6:10 in this third quarter.
Double White's left receiver to the right. Gunn, two backs. Payne gets the football, back to throw.
He's in serious trouble.
Sacked at midfield.
Clay Cheney, Andy, who started, remember, last Friday night at Drone, he shot around there. Cheney, a very talented young man, came in to make the sack, and boy, did he come around that off that end to make the sack for Crest.
Dan, I want to acknowledge the great job defensive coordinator Will Clark has done with his defense.
Will's done a great job, tremendous job in his first year as defensive coordinator as the ball back at midfield.
3rd and 15. Gunn, one back, trips left, receiver right. Back
Barnwell.
to throw, Barnwell, and his pass incomplete at midfield, underthrown. 4th down.
I tell you, Rob, you got to be happy if you Coach Barnes, Coach Clark, this second unit defensively coming in and playing very hard, and that's what you want to see. That's what Coach Barnes is looking for in the second half.
He's taught guys about those your backup guys getting those opportunities and get on the field and showing what you can do. And guys, the pressure is no different than what we saw in the first half as the Crest linebackers, defensive line continue to get into the backfield.
We got a new punter in too, Andy, I believe. This is a fake.
Fake punt.
No.
Nope, he did kick it out of there after running a few steps.
A good kick.
It's going to be dead near the 10-yard line.
TC tonight, and big thanks to our statistician, Amy Foster, has had 12 plays of negative yards in this ballgame. 12 plays where it's went negative, and that shows you how good this Crest defense has been tonight as Crest will take over at their own 11. Anytime you do that, you're going to have a lot of success.
New quarterback, Cameron Peeler.
South Point now leading AC Reynolds 12-7 over in Belmont. A good one going tonight.
Gunn with one back. Receiver wide left and right. Peeler takes the snap. Hands off.
There's Harbison.
Harbison breaks inside over the 20 to the 23.
Peeler, who played last night in that JV win for Crest over South Point, comes in the second half and a nice run, and that's what Coach Barnes wants to see. Harbison, who had a touchdown run in that first half.
1st and 10, Crest at the Charger 23.
Morris is in the backfield. Odom now in at receiver for Crest.
Wide receiver left and right. Cam Peeler takes the snap. Here's Casual Morris trying to get outside, and he is out to the 28, 29-yard line.
Nice gain for Casual on first down.
Crest working on the running game here in the third quarter. Up 48-0. Running clock, 3:07 to play in the third quarter.
Wait a minute here. Do we have a penalty because they are moving this?
They're backing up the Chargers.
Backing it up. But flag must have been thrown on the other side of the field, so there was a holding penalty that came in after towards the end of the play right on that TC sideline, so that'll back Crest up to the 12-yard line as we are almost wrapping up very closely to wrapping up this third quarter play.
Peeler in the gun, one back. Peeler.
There's Morris.
Morris breaks free at the line of scrimmage, dives across the 20 to the 24.
Good blocking by that Crest line. Nice running. Wait a minute. That's Malik Vincent.
Vincent on the carry.
Yeah, Vincent is in, so let's give credit to Malik with a nice run. The junior running back for Crest gets a good bit of those yardage back.
2nd and 9 at the 24. Gunn, one back, receiver left and right. Peeler takes the snap,
There's
hands
Harbison.
it off. Harbison breaks free. He's to the 35, 36-yard line. First down.
Another Pegram Insurance Crest first down. And Trey running really hard in the second half.
Got a running clock, 1:45 left, third quarter. 1st and 10, Crest at the Charger 36. Gunn with one back, receiver left and right. Peeler gets the snap.
He's going to keep
Peeler, quarterback keeper, trying to get outside, and he's pulled down for a loss.
Good job, TC, able to make the tackle on the outside.
Peeler Taken down at the 35. It's 2nd and 11.
The linebacker, Logan Wells, for T.C. Robertson to make the tackle there. And it's 2nd and 11. It's down to the 1 minute mark of the third quarter.
Chargers in the gun with one back, a receiver left and right. Peeler, hands off.
There's Morris.
Casual Morris breaks across the 40 to about the 41.
Looked like he was going to get nothing or maybe a loss and ended up getting about 7 out of that across the 40.
Third down for the Chargers and 5 at the 41.
Big story the rest of this way. Can Crest get a second consecutive shutout tonight?
Taylor, shotgun, one back, receiver left and right, a wing to the left side. Taylor.
And
Crest will take a timeout.
Yeah.
The play clock had
well, Coach
wound
Barnes
down.
not happy, even though they've got this big lead. They did not have the personnel in they wanted. And we'll take it with them. Crest up 48-0, and we're back on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Pizza Factory is Shelby's favorite locally owned family pizza restaurant, featuring a pizza buffet and salad bar, a fantastic game room, and birthday parties. Jam and Jay's has gluten-free pizza, vegan cheese pizza, and now try the La Nova wings in barbecue, hot and spicy, or oven roasted. And Jam and Jay's is the original home for the Livermus pizza. Want to eat at home and watch the game? Call for carryout at 704-600-6182. Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory, Highway 74 East, behind the Golden Corral in Shelby.
Back at Sid Bryson Stadium, 20.1 seconds to play in the third quarter. Crest leads at 48-0 over T.C. Robertson on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Crest with a 3rd and 5 at their own 41-yard line.
Cameron Peeler in at quarterback on what could be the final play of this third quarter.
Double wides, left receiver to the right, one back. Peeler takes the snap. He's going to throw it, and it is incomplete, trapped at the 46.
He was looking that time for Wesley Bullard, who could not bring it in. It was a little bit low. I think Bullard had it initially, but couldn't complete the pass. And so Alex Trejo will punt.
And time's going to run out.
Yeah, it never stops now.
And the third quarter, after 3, Crest 48, T.C. Robertson nothing on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Back with the fourth quarter. This is Crest Chargers football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Neal & Cole Termite and Pest Control has been voted the best of for 5 straight years. Call us for all your pest control, termite control, moisture control, waterproofing, and mold remediation needs. Call them at their toll-free number, 1-866-990-0004. Neal & Cole Termite and Pest Control. That toll-free number again, 1-866-990-0004.
Do you know what Putnam Distributor sells? Auto parts.
Back at Sid Bryson Stadium, we head to the fourth quarter. Crest leading 48-0, and Alex Trejo will be punting as we start this fourth quarter. Great to have you along, Amy Foster, Rob Roop, Fred Farley, Tim Foster, and Andy Foster. It's been all Crest tonight as they are on their way to a 4-0 start as Alex Trejo gets ready to punt it.
Alex will punt it from near the 30. Low snap, but there's a kick.
Boy, what a kick.
Beautiful
what
kick.
A kick.
Hits inside the 20-yard line and rolls down to the 7-yard line.
A dandy from Alex Trejo. Beautiful punt. In the air, long time, great roll.
You talk about a young man that has turned himself into a kicking specialist. That's Alex Trejo.
Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard update. Andy and the Smack are at Central up 21-14 on draw in that game, I believe, now in the fourth quarter. That game may be a little closer than some people thought. Of course, the Hilltoppers and the Chargers right here on KTCBroadcasting.com next Friday night. We'll be on at 6:30.
1st and 10, Rams at their own 7. Gun with 2 backs, double wides left, receiver to the right.
Barnwell in at quarterback.
Barnwell takes the snap, hands it off, and some running room all the way across
the ball's loose.
Fumble on the play.
They got it back good, hustle, and great run. Coleman's biggest run of the night, and
Coleman across the 20 to the 21, 1st and 10 Rams.
That was a gain of about 16, 17 for Coleman.
Running clock. 10:35 left, fourth quarter. Trips right, a receiver left. Barnwell in the gun with one back. Barnwell takes a snap. He wants to throw it right side. Incomplete.
No, it's picked off.
Is it intercepted?
It is picked off.
Yes.
Picked off, Andy, by DeQuandre Wilson Jr. The 5th turnover of the night for T.C. Robertson, I do believe. And what about this defense still playing well? Crest is certainly on their way to another shutout tonight. 5 turnovers forced.
1st and 10 Chargers at the Robertson 37 after the interception. Shotgun. Or is that the Wildcat?
No.
Shotgun.
Peeler's out there.
Harbison in the backfield. Trey Harbison on the carry. Trying to get outside.
He's got room.
He's to the 30.
And we've got a flag.
25, 22-yard line.
And a flag, Andy, keeps coming out in the backfield. Mark Barnes did not like it. He just threw his hand at the official. Rob, a lot of people may be wondering why Coach Barnes is upset. You're up 48-0, but I tell you, Rob, it's some of these holding penalties tonight. I think he's upset because they're coming about way after the play, way after the running back's way downfield.
Yeah, Coach Barnes kind of disappointed in that one, guys. But as we said, having this league, the Chargers have come out here in the second half to run the football, to get back to doing what they need to do. So if you're Crest, you just want to try to continue that positive momentum. And as you said, Tim, Coach Barnes wasn't happy with that one, but let's see what the Chargers can do here offensively.
Yeah, it's been a good half on the ground for Crest.
1st and 25 for the Chargers back at the 49-yard line. Here's an end around right side.
That's Bullard.
Wesley Bullard to the 43-yard line.
Bullard, the younger brother of Jonathan Bullard, of course, one of the greats, Andy, that's ever played on this defensive side, Florida Gator. He'll be starting tomorrow when the Gators head down to Alabama for that big SEC matchup tomorrow afternoon.
2nd and 15. Gun, one back, receiver left and right. Cam Peeler, the quarterback. Takes the snap. Hands off.
There's Morris.
35, 30, breaks the tackle.
He's still on his feet.
20, down to the 18-yard line.
And here comes another flag.
And it looked like that Morris was horse collar down.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's what the call is going to be. Let's see. There was a lot of activity after that tackle. Great run by Casual Morris, the junior running back for the Chargers.
Let's see what this call is.
The official's not sure what the call is, I don't think. I don't know.
2 flags down.
Guy Suttle's out on the sideline trying to figure out what this one is. And there's 2 flags.
Personal foul against Crest. And
Andy, and I'm wondering if that was on Morris, who got up, fired up after with the emotion of the run. Not sure about that.
They give the Chargers the first down, now mark off the personal foul back to the 36-yard line.
Casual Morris, 5'6", 150 pounds. I said junior, he's just a sophomore.
Personal foul against the Chargers.
How many times is he going to indicate it was a personal foul?
About 4 times. I think he's going to make sure that the home side knows about that one as it's moved back to the 36.
1st and 10. Chargers at the 36 of the Rams. Peeler takes the snap, hands off, and nowhere to go.
That's Vincent.
Vincent slammed down.
Malik Vincent, the junior running back.
He lost a couple to the 38.
AC Reynolds now ahead of South Point 15-12 late in that game. Andy, could the Red Raiders lose 3 in a row at home this year? Of course, they played a brutal schedule, and I still think they're going to be tough to beat in that Big South Conference.
2nd down, 12 for the Chargers at the 38. 6 minutes left, a running clock in the fourth quarter. 48-0 Chargers. Peeler in the gun, one back. Peeler Hands off. Trey
Harbison.
Harbison driving, spinning.
They just running over people.
Out to the 25-yard line, close to the first down.
Great run.
And we've got Ram is picking up.
That was one of the Ram defenders who's coming off to the sideline. That's going to be another Pegram Insurance first down, I believe, or is it?
First down, Chargers at the 25.
Shelby now leading Chase 28-10 in the fourth quarter in that SMAC conference game tonight.
Receiver left and right, shotgun one back. Cam Peeler takes the snap, hands it off.
There's Morris.
Casual Morris over the right side, drives straight ahead near the 20.
Crest with a great game on the ground. The biggest issue they've had a couple of penalties, but really getting a much better push than we saw in that first half. Coming up after tonight's game, it will be the Stadium Postgame Show, sponsored by CSI Mechanical. We'll look back, stat scoring summary, and we'll be naming our players of the game. Rob Roop will be with head coach Mark Barnes on the field tonight.
2nd and 5 at the 20. Gun one back, receiver again left and right. Peeler
going to keep it.
Quarterback keeper right up the middle. Cam down to the 16, maybe the 17.
It will bring up a 3rd and short for Crest as Pete Saleswalk made the tackle for TC.
3rd down and a long yard at the 16. Shotgun. Receiver left and right, one back. Cam Peeler going to hand off, end around right side. Bullard inside the 10. Going to be 1st and goal, Chargers.
Can Crest, Andy, cross that 50-point mark tonight? Looks like they've got a great chance of getting their second shutout of the season. And the ball is inside the 10, 1st and goal at the 9. We're down to 4 minutes on a very fast-moving second half, as this second half has moved along in a little over 20 minutes.
Running clock, second half here tonight. Crest with that big lead.
And now there's a discussion going on, Andy. I'm not sure exactly. Coach Barnes talking to the head official.
They haven't started the play clock, have they?
They haven't started the play clock. Game clock continues to run. Play clock is never started, but Crest with one back. There's Vincent.
Vincent over the left side, only about a yard to the 8. 2nd and goal at the 8 for the Chargers.
Well, one thing we know, Andy, it's conference play the rest of the way in the regular season, and that starts next Friday night with RS Central. The Hilltoppers coming to Sid Bryson Stadium. Second and 9.
Gun one back, receiver again left and right. Peeler.
We don't have any play clocks that are running.
Peeler, hands off.
There's Morris.
Morris, right side, 5. Touchdown. Crest Chargers.
Morris shot through the end zone to get his touchdown, first of the night. And it is 54-0 Crest. And you saw the speed that time of Morris on the outside. Rob, one of the things, as we mentioned, you want to work on the second half of the running game. I think you can check that. Just been a great performance, and you got to be proud if you're the Chargers here tonight.
And guys, mark it down. It is officially right here at Sid Bryson Stadium, Casual Fridays. So it's good to see Casual getting to the end zone. So young man running hard. See the Chargers trying to get some guys onto the field. At this point in the game, a lot of young men have had opportunities tonight. Waiting on Trejo to mark it up. Thompson in on the hold as usual. There's a snap. Ball is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So on the scoreboard update, sponsored by Medical Arts Pharmacy, it's now the Chargers 55, the Rams 0. This is Crest Chargers football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Andy, we'll keep it here because the clock is running. I think the reason we have no play clocks is with the running clock, I don't think you need them, do you?
No, you cut it off. It's the play clock.
What a performance tonight. Your thoughts as we get ready to wind down this game tonight?
Very impressive. One of the better performances by a Crest team in recent years. Totally dominant tonight over the Robertson Rams.
And I think this is a Rams team, Andy. Certainly they've got a lot of work to do, but I think they're going to be competitive in some games in the MAC this season. It'll be interesting to see, but it's been all Crest tonight. And let's see if Crest is even able to kick this off before the game wraps up.
Down to 105.
CSI Mechanical Stadium postgame show coming up. We'll be naming our players of the game, postgame stats, scoring summary. And barring a big return here, it looks like Crest will get the shutout once again tonight.
Alex Trejo tees it up. Another Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff tonight. Trejo's been in the end zone most of the night with his kickoffs. 30 seconds left. Trejo with the kick. End over end. Again, it is in the end zone. Touchback.
And that's probably going to be it.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
Unless they can get out on the field quickly and get a playoff. And it will be homecoming, of course, next Friday night with Crest and RS Central here on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Down to 6 seconds. Robertson not going to be able to get a playoff. And that is going to do it for the football game. Final score on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Impressive night for Crest. They down TC Robertson 55-0. This is Crest Chargers football on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Stuff for all sorts of equipment, plus 25 brands of motor oil, hydraulic fluids, filters, batteries, even nuts and bolts, and all at low, low prices. Putnam Distributors is located in downtown Patterson Springs, just 5 minutes from Kmart and the Cleveland Mall. Go south on Highway 226 or Highway 180 and just follow the signs. Putnam's prices are low on everything and for everybody. Call 704-487-9395 or visit them online at PutnamDistributors.com.
CSI Mechanical and Stephen Churka are dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. CSI Mechanical offers residential heating, cooling installation, replacement extended service agreements, and free in-home estimates. CSI also features commercial refrigeration sales, service, installation, and repairs. CSI can also repair your ice machine flaker and cold tables. Family owned and operated, offering 24-hour service. You can count on CSI Mechanical to provide you with a system and solution to fit your needs. CSI Mechanical, a proud supporter of the Crest Chargers football postgame show in 2012. Call 704-600-6267 or visit them on the web at csimechanical.com. CSI Mechanical, a name you can trust.
The Transportation Administration of Cleveland County and Cleveland County Transit would like to take this time to remind everyone that drugs like marijuana, alcohol, prescription drugs, and inhalants are the drugs of choice among our teens. They break hearts, break homes, and destroy childhood dreams. It's not just someone else's child, it could be yours. If you're not talking to your children about drugs, doesn't it make you wonder who is? TAC and Cleveland County Transit would like to wish all of our Cleveland County school athletic teams good luck this year. Norris Merchandise's beautiful furniture with bedroom, living room, and dining room furniture by the famous brands. Norris Merchandise's hardware, everything from nuts and bolts to lawnmower blades. Norris Merchandise's Carhartt clothing, featuring Carhartt workwear, casual wear, and rugged outdoor wear. And Norris Merchandise is an archery shop with a complete line of archery equipment and accessories. That's Norris Merchandise, 2011 South Lafayette Street, Shelby, online at norrismerchandise.com or on Facebook.
Here, lizard, lizard, lizard.
Oh no, it's total mayhem.
Hurry, call your good neighbor.
You can't. They're not even there.
Why, they can't even lend a good hand.
Oh. Relax. At Pegram Insurance, we've got you covered. Pegram Insurance Agency, 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby and in the Town and Country Shopping Center in Lincoln.
If someone tried to sell you trouble, you wouldn't pay money for it. That's a product nobody wants. But without the right kind of maintenance for your car, that's what you get. Part of that maintenance should be regular oil changes. The folks at Rapid Pace Oil Change in Boiling Springs will take care of this aspect of maintenance for you. And Rapid Pace is an official state inspection station. So when your vehicle's state inspection date comes up, see the folks at Rapid Pace Oil Change, 201 South Main Street in Boiling Springs.
Final score on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard tonight from Sid Bryson Stadium: Crest 55, T.C. Robertson nothing. And this is the Stadium Postgame Show brought to you by CSI
Team
Mechanical.
ready up there?
Okay, Robert, let's head down to you on the field.
Thank you very much, Tim. Coach, you were concerned coming in tonight about the lack of time your Chargers had had on the field, but you came out tonight and got off to a fast start.
We did. I thought it was twofold. I was worried because we hadn't played a lot, but then I told our players before the game, that it's been a long time since we got to come out here and play at home with a great crowd, and I felt like I really felt like I told Coach Quick before the game I thought we were getting ready to explode tonight. Now, they helped us some. They did a lot of things wrong, but a lot of that stuff's caused by our defense and our speed on defense and the way our guys play. And, I thought we played well offensively tonight. We got to run the ball better, which we did a little bit better job of that in the second half. But, it was a good win. They're a good football team, and we made it look really bad tonight. They're not that bad. We really played good tonight, and our defense is just, they're so fast that I don't know. I know I'm glad we don't play them. I can tell you that. And but the thing I'm probably the most proud of here is I keep preaching these guys is that we can't beat ourselves from within. So we got to keep practicing every day and focused on getting better and coming out and trying to be dominant every Friday night. And that's what great teams do. And so I'm proud of this group because they've done that. They practice every day, and like I said, it had been a long time since we played a game. We knew Drone wasn't as good as some of the teams we played. So you got to give our players a lot of credit, and our assistant coaches a lot of credit for staying on that grind. And it's a long grind, but you got to stay on the grind. That's something that we've taken pride here in the last 5 years here, and this group's done a great job.
Coach, a young man that maybe a lot of people don't pay attention to. If they don't, I don't know why. What about Alex Trejo and the job he's been doing?
Now, I tell you, I've been blessed as a head coach to have a lot of good kickers. But Trejo dominates field position. You're going to start from the 20, and he punted the ball. He's improved on punting so much too. But he's a dominant weapon. When you got a guy that can do that. The only thing he hadn't done really a lot this year is kick field goals. And that's a good thing because that means you're scoring touchdowns instead of getting stopped. But like I said, when he kicks that ball in that end zone, it's easy to cover it. I told our guys when we jumped off sides, that's the only thing you can't do. Just don't jump off sides when a guy's kicking it like that. And but he's definitely a weapon for us. He's a guy that's a veteran, played a lot of big games, and and it's really, I see him improving right now every week, and his leg has always been strong. It's just a matter of getting his steps right, and he's certainly done that.
Coach, we didn't get a chance to talk to you last week, but last week your victory over Drone was your 50th here at Crest High School. Just talk to us a little bit about your time here at Crest.
Hey, it's been great. It's the best place I've ever been. I can tell you that. Football's important to the community, and you got the Horseshoe Club who does a great job supporting our program and the players in our program, administration, and a county that football's as important as it is in this county. So, Crest is a great place to be, but every school in this county is a great place to be a head coach. Cleveland County does football right every Friday night, and there's not a lot of places where football Friday night is still the most important thing in town. And it's that way here at Crest, and I know it's the way. But, 50 wins is a lot of wins in 4 years and some change. But what it does is I've been in this business long enough, you got to give credit to great players. And we've been blessed to have great players and a group that gives every year and is committed to making sure Crest football is good.
Coach, congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Guys, I'll send it back up to you.
Okay, thank you, Rob Roop with head coach Mark Barnes. Got his 51st win tonight, Andy, and I tell you, he had to be happy. In the first half, Crest, what can you say about this defense? Absolutely phenomenal. And this is not a good football team. This is a great football team, 4 games into the season, obviously. And then the second half, he talked about working on the running game, and I thought Crest came out and did that tonight in the second half as well.
Yeah, they were able to work on that running game. Casual Morris had a great night, and Trey Harbison had some excellent runs in the second half as well, and that was with that running clock. But Crest off to the great start tonight. They put this game away early, I'd say, in the first 3-4 minutes of the ball game, Tim.
Yeah, well, if it was as I said, a boxing fight, they would have stopped it in the first minute or two. It got completely out of hand. But the thing I like is that Crest got focused in the second half, still continued to do things, work on things they wanted to do. And that'll show as we look at our Putnam Distributors post-game scoring summary. Crest got on the board right off the bat at the 9:02 mark when Willie Green Jr. found Tyshawn Odom's 25-yard TD pass. It was 7-0 Crest. Crest got a fumble. Malik Hopper picked up that fumble. Barnwell, the T.C. Robertson quarterback, got hit, fumbled. The ball went into the end zone. Crest recovered at the 8:14 mark of the first quarter, and it was 14-0 Crest at that point. Crest made it 21-0 when Willie Green Jr. found Traquan Hopper, this time on a 9-yard touchdown pass. It was 21-0 Crest. How about another touchdown pass? This time Willie Green Jr. to Quentin Thompson, 5 yards. 28-0 after the extra point was good. Crest made it 34-0. Then we're still in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. This time Trey Harbison on an 11-yard touchdown run. And the reason that Crest, Andy, keeps getting the ball back, and we mentioned these scores, is because TC kept having 3 and outs. And not only were there 3 and outs, they kept going backwards over and over again.
Yeah, they only totaled 3 yards of offense in that first half tonight.
No doubt about that. That was very big. Then in the second quarter, it was this time Willie Green Jr.'s biggest pass of the night. He found Quentin Thompson 75 yards. Trejo's kick was good. It was 41-0. And what about the second half, Andy? It started off with fireworks for Crest. Dominique Rosebar went 92 yards on a kickoff return. Extra point was good, 48-0.
Yeah, that really put the nail in the coffin. That tremendous touchdown return by Dominic Roseborough, showing that that leg injury is past history. He was flying on that return.
Yeah, went right down the Crest sideline for the kickoff return. And then Crest added a final touchdown at the 2:34 mark of the game. Casual Morris, 8 yards. Trejo's kick was good, and it was 55-0, which is our final tonight. Post-game stats sponsored by Putnam Distributors. And let's look at T.C. Robertson, who finished rushing on the night. Andy, their leading rusher was Seth Coleman, who had 7 carries, 24 yards. Chris Barnwell, 6 carries for 6 yards. Darian Payne had 4 carries for negative 24 yards on the night. Cameron Gillian had 4 carries, 2 yards. Through the air, Barnwell, 1 of 4 for negative 3 yards. Payne, 3 of 5, 26 yards. Shivas caught a catch for 6 yards. Waters had 1 catch, negative 3 yards. Coleman had 2 catches for 20 yards. T.C. Robertson ends up with 5 first downs on the night, 5 costly turnovers, 35 yards in penalties, and Andy, only 31 total yards of offense in this ball game tonight. They're 3-2 now on the season. For the 4-0 Crest Chargers, who of course stay unbeaten in dominant fashion, they were led on the ground tonight by Trey Harbison, who had 15 carries for 90 yards and a touchdown. Casual Morris had 7 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown on the night. Willie Green Jr. had 2 carries for 15 yards. Cameron Peeler, 2 carries for 2 yards on the night. Through the air, Willie Green Jr. was 5 of 6 for 126 yards passing on the night. Peeler was 0 for 1 passing. Receiving-wise, they went to Quentin Thompson, who had 2 touchdowns, 2 catches, 80 yards. Tyshawn Odoms, 2 catches, 37 yards, and a touchdown. Traquan Hopper had a touchdown for a 9-yard catch on the night. Crest, 14 first downs, 2 turnovers. They had 120 yards in penalties, which was the maybe the only flaw of the night, and 309 total yards of offense. When we come back, we'll name our players of the game, and we'll talk about Crest and RS Central next Friday night. Crest wins at 55-0, and we're coming back with more of our post-game show right after this.
Year-round fun begins at the Bargain Station brand name outlet on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Keep cool with Baubles. Bobble in sets are just $6.99 and complete bottle sets are $9.95. You'll find luggage and bags, sporting equipment including golf clubs, grills for cooking, and much more. All at big savings to you. The Bargain Station name brand outlet, 4400 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right next to Honda Motorcycles. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, Saturdays, 9 till 2. At Absolute Collision Center in Shelby, they go the extra mile for you, including a complimentary rental car. Come in for the details. Yes, wrecking your car is certainly a bummer, especially if you are just visiting this summer. Do not despair, a save is what you need. Hitting a home run is how to take the lead. With speed and efficiency, our repairs round the bases, all for the simple payoff of your smiling faces. Absolute Collision Center, 2314 South Post Road in Shelby. Call 704-482-3616 or visit their website at absolutecollisioncenter.com.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson at Family Dental Care in Shelby. No matter the age, kids, teenagers, and adults, Dr. Stroud, Wilson, and Thompson will take care of your dental needs. They have over 50 years' experience serving the people of Cleveland County. Call 704-482-3281 for family dental care at 416 West Warren Street in Shelby. That's Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson. Kids love them, and you will too.
Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Nissan. Those are the powerhouse of vehicles you'll find at Marburger in Shelby. Plus quality pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. And of course, a service department that is second to no one. So when you're in need of a new vehicle, see Marburger at 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Keep the Christmas spirit year-round. Coming to Sandy's Country Christmas. You'll find Christmas items, of course, plus seasonal merchandise such as Valentine, Easter, Vacation Bible School, patriotic, and Thanksgiving items. And there's always a good selection of flowers for just 99 cents. Sandy's is open year-round, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., never on Sunday. Sandy's is open Thanksgiving Day to Christmas Eve, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sandy's Country Christmas, Highway 74 West, 2 miles past Ingalls in Shelby.
Comfortable just got more affordable. From Bill Schufert Heating and Air Conditioning in Shelby and American Standard. Keep cool this summer with one call to Bill Schufert Heating and Air and get up to $1,100 in rebates. Plus, ask about special financing available on famous American Standard equipment. Call 704-484-0025 or drop by their office at 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Get up to $1,100 in rebates now on American Standard. Bill Schufert Heating and Air and American Standard, where your comfort is our concern.
Back at the press box at Bryson Stadium, CSI Mechanical Stadium postgame show. Crest over T.C. Robertson, the final 55-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard.
I want to remind you that after tonight's broadcast here of Crest and TC, and we're about to wrap it up on ktcbroadcasting.com, check out the Ronaldo Auto Mall Studio postgame show with Dennis Davis, Tom Sinafani, Terry Reinhardt, and Steve Roberts. You can check it out on WHS 1390 AM, WCSL 1590 AM, WLON 1050 AM, and, of course, right here on ktcbroadcasting.com. Rob Roop's back with us, and time now, gentlemen, to name our players of the game. And let's start out with our offensive player of the game. And, Rob, this young man, you know, he plays on the defensive side of the ball, but he kicked off the second half with a big way when he went 92 yards the other way. Our offensive player of the game goes to Dominic Roseborough. He's getting better and better, and, boy, what a play that was tonight.
And guys, that's one of those plays for Dominique where now he knows he's okay. You know, you were waiting on that one play that Dominique would make with that knee where he could say, yeah, I'm 100% go. And to get that in this game tonight, to see him break one down the sidelines and really just pull away from those guys, had to feel good for Dominique after missing all of last year to be back out there in that lineup.
Our rapid pace oil change defensive player of the game. And I tell you, Andy, when you got a defense like Crest has got that has been absolutely dominant from week one, and I know we're 4 weeks into the year and we got a long way to go, but this is a great defense. They held T.C. Robertson to 31 total yards of offense. Got the shutout last week when Drawn was in negative yards. We're going to give the defensive players of the game to the entire defense. Rapid pace oil change. This defense, Andy, is special. We know, hey, you know, you get, as Coach Barnes, you got your battles every week that Chris has to stay focused on. But this team is really special defensively this year.
It really is, Tim, and this team could challenge that 94 state championship defense as the best defense of all time at Crest High School.
Rob, they've given up 20 points in 4 games.
Tim, and we said earlier that there was a stretch in this game where the Crest defense was absolutely unblockable.
And there was nothing you could do.
TC was trying everything they had to slow down the Crest defense, and they just could not stop them. I mean, it was coming from every angle, and the quarterback guys would go to the other direction. And the thing you like, guys, is the backside pursuit of this defense.
Yeah, you think you sometimes have an advantage, but it's gone.
The gaps close so quickly. It was just an incredible performance to see here tonight. It was impressive.
And our S&R Auto Sales, Andy, overall player of the game goes to junior quarterback Willie Green Jr., 126 yards passing. But the big story, 4 touchdown passes. He's got 7 touchdown passes the last 2 weeks, and he is just really cool and calm at that quarterback position.
He was definitely threading the needle tonight, short and deep. He was on, and a great job by Willie Green II here tonight against TC.
Big thanks to all of our sponsors in 2014 here on KTCBroadcasting.com. Big thanks to all of our crew tonight. Rob, we had a couple of scores that were games that were just winding up. Kings Mountain up 28-0. Burns team offensively just not able to do much tonight. And big win, even though Kings Mountain did lose their quarterback throughout this game tonight.
And we did get word, thanks to Butch Moorhead for sending those scores to us. That is a final now, 28-0. But as you said, Tim, another positive step. You get a win over a county team, but you got to be concerned about the injury to Bell,
especially with Shelby looming next Friday night.
Absolutely right. You need him for that game. So hopefully, guys, he'll get in, he'll get treatment, and he'll be all right. So they're going to need him. So that's a hurt for Kings Mountain. But congratulations, a big county win tonight.
And what about 5-0, Rob? Best start. Did they continue that best start? Remember the last time they were this good at Kings Mountain, record-wise, they went to a state championship game.
And, getting over what happened last year and that terrible stretch of losses.
Yeah, Greg Lloyd's done a great job.
He has, and give that staff a lot of credit. And those players a lot of credit for really fighting through and coming back this year ready to play. And, hey, man, that's a huge football game next week between them and the Golden Lions.
And if you're Burns, Andy, you're 1-3, you've really struggled offensively, you've got to find a way to get this offense going, because the concern is you've got East Burke next Friday. That's a winnable game. It'll be on KTCBroadcasting.com. But what do you got to do offensively? You've got to really find a way to get things going, because the concern is for Burns, obviously, you still got Shelby and Crest to play.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have just got to keep on working, and hopefully that offense is going to gel week to week, and they're going to be able to put some points on the board. Their defense really has played pretty well under the circumstances.
And guys, you already had an offense that was struggling. As you said, Tim, we understand Barbie was
sick,
unable to play tonight. It's been sick. So you take him out of that offense, a kid that we really like, a tough kid that I think is going to be really good up in Lawndale. You remove him from the equation, too, for a team that was already struggling offensively, and it made it that much more tougher.
Well, guys, I'm going to take next Friday and head over to C19 TV and handle some television duties that I have to do a couple of times throughout the year. But, Rob, you'll jump in here in color, and Amy will take over the production side of things. And Crest and RS Central. And I tell you, Rob, automatically everybody will automatically look at this, and there's no doubt Crest is a favorite. First question I've got for RS, can you block the Crest Chargers?
Yeah, the key with football, guys, is the game's not played on paper.
That's right.
On paper, this is a complete mismatch from what we've seen out of Crest and what we've seen from RS. If you're the Chargers, you maintain your focus. You realize, and like Coach Barnes has preached this season, guys, get better every week. So you build off of what you did tonight. Coach Barnes talked about it. He was concerned about the way the running game performed tonight. So there are things the Chargers need to work on. So next week, guys, you kind of like going to the drone game. You feel like you've got a team overmatched. It's all a matter of focus and taking care of business.
And the RS, of course, this past Monday night played Shelby close until the final 8 minutes. Tonight, struggling with drone, may have the fact to do that, had to come back so quick. Your thoughts on that game next Friday night here on KTC Broadcast?
Well, last season the Chargers went up to RS, and RS really gave Crest a fit in the first half.
Yeah, so behind at halftime.
Yeah, you cannot take this Hilltopper team for granted next Friday night.
Andy, you make a great point there. We're talking about this RS Central team. Like we said, gave Shelby all they want. We are surprised with their game against Rome tonight.
And we do understand their quarterback was out as well tonight, Rob, with injury, so that you got to believe maybe he's getting healthy for next Friday.
Very few teams can overcome an injury to the starting quarterback position. It's really difficult to come back from that. This could be a reason we're seeing RS struggle tonight, but I think Andy makes a great point. RS Central played tough last year, so if you're the Chargers, once again, you've got to maintain focus and come out and play a complete football game.
So the Crest Chargers 4-0 now. Big thanks to all of our crew tonight that made this broadcast possible. Big thanks to KTCBroadcasting.com. And, of course, big thanks to all of our sponsors. And stay tuned now for the post-game show tonight here, Andy, on the network of radio or KTCBroadcasting.com.
Final score again on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Crest 55, TC Robertson nothing. For the whole gang, so long from Sid Bryson Stadium at Crest High. Crest Chargers football, a presentation of KTCBroadcasting.com.